Yo, 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 yo. It's gonna probably sound a little distorted. I didn't mix this beat, so it's not fully mixed. What's up, everybody? One polka, cumbia. How am I doing? I'm better. I'm better. What's the email to send to? No mic audio? Uh-oh. 1 second, guys. Is it working? Instagram, y'all can hear me? Good? Instagram, y'all can hear me good? You said it sounds sick? Appreciate it, man. Okay, good. I'm just making sure y'all can hear me. Let me turn the beat up. Hey. Hey. These beats are for sale, by the way. Trying to cop one. Restream. Facebook. YouTube. Email me your songs, man. RapZillaLiveSubmit@gmail.com. RapZilla Live Submit Let's go. Maybe if I turn this off. Check. 1, 2. Y'all good? Y'all can hear me still? Everything good? Gucci? Check. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, that was the wrong mic. Check. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh. There we go. My bad. That was too loud. My bad. Had the pad on too. Alright. Let's get going. Alright. We live. All right, what's up, everybody? How are y'all doing this beautiful weekend? I see a lot of people out there. Atlanta, shout out Indie Tribe, man. Shout out Tribe Fest. I call it Tribe Fest. Glowcella in the building too. Shout out Miles Minnick. I know there's a lot of festivals going on right now. Beautiful festivals, dope festivals. Shout out to everybody tuning in from those festivals. Man, shout out to everybody just chopping it up with me, man. I've been gone. I've been sick. Shout out to y'all's prayers. I tested negative today, so praise God for that. You know what I'm saying? I did my test today. And that mug didn't give me 2 lines, and I was like, yes! But I still, like today, I was still feeling kind of like down. I was still feeling like a headache and stuff. But y'all keep my family in prayer, man. We're all, like, everybody caught COVID after all. So, you know, the baby caught it. You know, OBJ, he was like our biggest scare because we were like, oh my gosh, like he's having a fever. But praise God, he broke through. He hasn't had a fever for like, man, it's been like 4 days now. So praise God for that. If you're trying to get your song played, I see Bam Bam Music in the comments on YouTube. If you're trying to get your music played, email me to rapzillalivesubmit@gmail.com. Again, email is rapzillalivesubmit@gmail.com. Shout out to my big brother T Walla. So I caught there was so much stuff that happened in Philly, man. Like I went off of 2 hours of sleep. I lost my AirPods, bro. There was just like things that were kind of happening. We couldn't get into our freaking hotel. It was just bad. It was terrible. But it was so dope at the event. Shout out to Esperanza and the whole crew over there. They did such a good job trying to accommodate to us. My only issue was like everything on the other things like up to leading to the event. It had nothing to do with them. They killed it. And then we even did a great job doing Critique Fridays with my big bro Wila and Justin Sarachik. But it was just like the other little things that were like so bad for me. I was just like, oh gosh, we went too long, and that was my fault, obviously. And then I lost my AirPods, which I'm so mad about because, yeah, it's annoying, bro. I ended up buying another pair of headphones, and they were like wired, and they were terrible. So I felt like I got ripped off. Then on the way back, bro, you just look, what? You just look like my ex, so it pisses me off. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I mean, you don't have to watch the show. I don't want to get you mad. But that had happened. Then on the flight back, I had a feeling, man, because we flew American Airlines, and the person, like you have assigned seating on American Airlines, right? I felt like, who was it? There was somebody in my seat, like somebody in my row that I felt like had it because, and I didn't think to pull out my mask because one, I think it was like in my bag, like dug deep in there because I didn't really use my mask that week, and then like I heard somebody coughing and it was like some lady and she wasn't sitting next to me, but I think her partner was, like her husband or whatever. So I'm like, oh crap. I hope she don't have it. Like, God, please let her not have it. I got home. I got sick like 2 days later. I was so mad. So yeah, it sucks. We ended up catching COVID. But yeah, man. I think the big thing is, you know, I'm praising God that it wasn't as bad as it was before. Like I did catch fever and chills and everything. But it didn't last very long. I think the cough and then like my throat and everything kind of lasted longer than anything. I just hate the fact that, you know, we all caught it. Like if one person catches it in my family, and it's been like the first time that we caught it, it was because of me too. So it's like, you know, as a father, it sucks because like you're trying to protect your family and then you're the one that ends up giving it to them. Yeah. So I was really, you know, beating myself up about it. I was a little depressed about it, but I'm good now. I'm like, you know, trying to get back in the groove of working. I hadn't been able to work. You know, I hadn't been able to do Critique Fridays, and then I hadn't really been able to make beats. I had just got word back on some of the beats that I had sent out to some label, and they didn't use them, or it was an artist rather. They didn't use them. They weren't going to use them. So I was like, I bet I can sell these. So I put these beats up. If you hear the beat in the background, you like it, man, holla at your boy. You know, cop a beat right now, and I'm ready to work with anybody with budgets. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not as low as what I, you know, as long as it's not my low point, I'm willing to work with you. So, I got 3 more that I'm still kind of like getting ready to put out. So go ahead, email me right now if you're trying to cop a beat. If you want to hear them, there's 3 beats I have. I had 4, but one of them sold. A guy already put a down payment on it, but a guy already got called dibs to it. So there's 3 of them that I have though, and they're on my SoundCloud. You can go to my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/onbeatmusic. Check out the beats there if you're trying to get them. If you're trying to get on the playlist today, or sorry, if you're trying to get Critique tonight, mind you, if you don't know, my name is OB, aka Onbeat Music, aka your grandma's favorite producer. I'm here live with Critique with Rapzilla. Shout out Rapzilla.com. We do this every Friday night where we listen to your music live. You send us your music, we listen to it, and we critique it. We give you a professional critique. The thing about our critiques is we like to tell you what is right, what is good, what is professional, what is, you know, what you can fix, how you can make it better, how you know, maybe you need a little bit of tweaks, then we can help you out with that. But also, if we like it and the song is dope, then we're gonna playlist it and put it on the Rapzilla Spotify, Apple Music. I think we're doing Pandora, and I think we're doing YouTube now. YouTube playlist. So if you guys want to go ahead and submit your music right now, get on the critique list. It does cost but this is what it is, right? It costs to invest into yourself. So it's called investment. Invest into yourself. It's only $50. We're always upfront with you about that. Once you email us your track, it's going to tell you the price. It's going to tell you where to pay, all that good mess. So there's no hiding behind that. Just letting you know. Shout out Crispy. I see you. Track stars in the building. So yeah, guys, go ahead, do that. I am going to get started really soon. I'm just trying to get the emails up. But shout out everybody at Holy Smoke Fest. I wish I could be there, but again, I just tested negative today, so that was the other thing. And I think Dill wanted me to go because he had texted me. He was like, "Yo, are you in the States right now?" I'm like, "Yes, sir." Give me a second. I'm trying to get this email up. Faithfully submit. I got something to show. That's what's up. Forever. Change your name. Hey, bro. You heard it. You heard it from them. They told you. By the way, I look really scruffy right now just because I've been out of it. So don't be coming at me with, "Oh, but you need a haircut." I'm like, I know, bro. What you talking about? All right. You just started, or did I miss something? Nah, I just started right now. We do have spots available, guys, so go ahead and email us. If you don't know, if you haven't been here, if you don't know, if you haven't been to the show or you haven't been watching, we do everything, in order. So if somebody submits, like from last week, we're doing a bunch of last weeks because we had to cancel. That's when I caught COVID. Thank God it didn't last long, man. So, because I was already like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? But yo, we're here. We're live right now. We're vibing. So come through. Let's get to listening to some music tonight. And let's see who we got first. First up, we got an artist by the name of Eddie B. Shout out to Eddie B. And guys, I didn't even get to mention the prizes. So tonight's Song of the Night winner gets playlisted, right? We acknowledge that. So if you don't know about playlists, man, listen. As an artist, I'm assuming all of you guys that are listening right now, all of you guys that are tuning in right now, you guys are artists. As an artist, you need to understand that playlists are important. When you get on a playlist that has over 3K, if you get on a playlist that has like 3K or up or anything like that, that's really good. That's really good because that being said, you're getting like 3,000. You're getting exposed to at least 3,000 monthly listeners to that playlist. You understand? Now they got to be real playlists though. Like there's a lot of people with fake playlists today that try to get you to pay to get on there. This is not what this is. Here at Rapzilla, what we like to do is for Critique Fridays is we listen to your record. We give you a critique. What you're paying for is the critique because we help you mold your record into something that can be on a playlist. That's our whole point. You know what I'm saying? So when you're paying us here at Critique Fridays, you're only paying for the service of being critiqued. I want people to understand that because some people have gotten it twisted and been like, "Oh, you got to pay to get on a playlist." No, do not ever pay to get on a playlist. If you're paying to get on a playlist, you are getting fake followers. You're getting fake streams, and you can get in really big trouble from that. Spotify is cracking down on that stuff and banning a lot of people for that stuff. So I'm giving you guys a heads up. That's something that you guys got to keep in mind. But it is very important to make playlists. If you are on a playlist and you're submitting your record as an artist, you need to make these playlists so you can that's how you promote yourself. That's how you expose your craft and your artistry. Promoting yourself on Instagram, it doesn't go far anymore, man. The algorithm on Instagram is really crazy. They're really, trying to tackle down on people making more reels. So if you're doing reels and TikTok videos, then that's probably your best promotion right now. Now, this is for every artist in here. You need to hear me out. I'm not telling you to get on reels, on Instagram reels, or I'm not telling you to get on TikTok and start dancing and doing all this mess. I'm telling you to promote. There's so many creative ways to promote, whether it's you rapping your record, whether it's you just showing your record off, or whether it's you catching other people listening to your record. Those are a lot of good ways to promote your record. Now, the biggest thing is that when you're doing those types of things, you want to let people, you want to put, like, send people to your music. So that's why it's important to have good quality music out. And this is what we try to do here at Critique Fridays. We try to help you have a really, really dope music, so that way whenever your followers and your listeners are coming from TikTok or Instagram, they can hear your dope music. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, get on the critique list. You said, is this an NRA protest? Shoot, we can make it that too. I'm all for that, bro. Yeah, I'm not after this past week. Yeah, I'm not an NRA fan at all anymore. Definitely not. Hey, beautiful beast. Shout out Holy Smoke. Everybody at Holy Smoke. Let everybody know, if you're not in here with Critique Fridays, you better be at Holy Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to No Big Deal. Shout out Indie Tribe. Shout out everybody out there, man. If you want to do that, screen record this and this is my promo. If you're not at Critique Fridays, or hold on. Let me redo this. You said, where's the music? We're about to play it. So listen, I'm about to do a little promo for the homies at Indie Tribe. Listen, if you're not here in Critique Fridays or submitting your music, you better be at Holy Smoke. All right, be over there or be here. It's not done yet, right? It's still going on. You said Holy Smoke was lit, because they're still going on to, like, tomorrow, right? It's Saturday, right? So let's get started with this music, man. I see Ashley Keaton in the building. Shout out Ashley Keaton. Shout out everybody tuning in. Again, if you were just tuning in, shout out Servant Music. I see you too. DJ Overdose in the building. DJ Overdose. Dude has some serious beard action. Hey, bro, I've had COVID since last week. I just tested negative today. Praise God. And that's why I haven't been able to go get my cut. So, yeah, I got a serious beard action right now just because I haven't been able to go get a cut yet. And I haven't been working. So, we're working tonight, though. We're going to listen to y'all's music. I see Aaron Collins in the building. What's up? Bam Bam Music said, hey, bro, do you think you'll have time for mine if you're doing last week's? Yeah, we only had a little bit last week. We didn't have a lot of submissions. We're going to get started right now, man. First artist we got is an artist by the name of Eddie B. The song's called Church Folks. Again, if you're trying to submit your music, submit it right now. Rapzilla Live Submit at gmail.com. Get on the critique list. Don't forget to pay. Read the email that's going to come right back to you. It's going to tell you all the information and what you need to do. Eddie B is up first. The song's called Church Folks. Let's get it popping.
Hey, you know I had to do it on this one. Hey, Young Cam. Yeah. A lot of my church folks may not approve of me rapping, but who are they to judge? I'm doing the work of the Lord in a different fashion. As long as I'm moving in the direction that God wants me to. Yeah. I think I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I think I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I think I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I think I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm feeling lonely like I am the one. I thank God for giving us his only son. And I thank him every day, cause he took our sins. And there are no days lost because of him. We claim victory within. Now look here, God done helped me with so much. He made me stronger and stronger when things got tough. He whispered in my ear and said, young man, don't you give up. Don't you rely on your own strength when you have me. Right now you're going through a season. Don't get frustrated because there is a reason behind all this. So don't thank me now. I love you, my son, so don't you just give up now. A lot of my church folks may not approve of me rapping, but who are they to judge? I'm doing the work of the Lord in a different fashion. As long as I'm moving in the direction that God wants me to. Yeah, I think I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I think I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I think I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I think I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I was created in the image of you, and that was perfect. Even though some of the people I hung around made me feel worthless and forget my true purpose, trying to distract me. Now I understand, so that's highly unlikely. Got my eyes are locked in and I'm staying focused. Praying from your heart and never go unnoticed, because the earth is the Lord's and everything in it, the world and all who live in it. For he founded it on seas, established it on waters. I'm just trying to make it to your headquarters, where your promise is your promise and everything is in your order. I thank you so much for blessing me with my daughter. She is everything I need and more. I know my wife loves me, but my daughter loves me more. That's the type of love that I never felt before. But I know the love for my daughter is unconditional. For sure. A lot of my church folks may not approve of me rapping, but who are they to judge? I'm doing the work of the Lord in a different fashion. As long as I'm moving in the direction that God wants me to. Yeah, I think I'm doing alright. Yeah, I'm doing alright.
All right, that was Eddie B with his record, Church Folks. If you guys like that record, let me know in the chat. What do y'all think in the chat? Talk to me, chat. How y'all feel about this record? Y'all think it's dope? Y'all think, does it need work? What y'all saying in the chat? Talk to me, chat. I see some people coming through. You said listening to Tesla's music on Tesla. I'm feeling good today. It's a 6 for me. Forever. You said nice beats. Mark. Bam Bam gave us some fire emojis. Muted Mike in the building. Forever and ever. Thank you for copying the badge, by the way. Guys, if you're copying badges, again, copying badges does help us. You said just felt slow. Lyrics and cadence need work. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Eddie B, I appreciate you for playing. Hey, no doubt, bro. Appreciate you submitting. You said Taylor River Blaze. Taylor River Blaze. That's a crazy name. It said bars are too basic and it's cheesy. Okay. Silver Dollar says I liked it. Thought his ad-libs were tight. Okay. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of little mixed different things. Shout out Cyrus Sonata for copying a badge. I really appreciate it, man. Again, guys, if you're copying badges, cop some badges on Instagram, YouTube. If you can donate, that'd be appreciative. Again, when you guys give to Critique Fridays, it helps keep the show going, especially whenever I need to get a week off or something like that for COVID. Preach says it was cool. I messed with it. Could improve in flow, but the beat was cool. All right, so now here comes the point where I like to listen to what y'all say, then I say what I say, and then we go to the next song. But I really appreciate the record. Thank you, Eddie B, for sending it. I really love the message, right? Because I think the message was important in what he was trying to say. The problem is I felt like it didn't go with the mood of the record. Now, when you're making a record, you need to make sure that your theme and everything goes aligned with like the production that you pick, everything to the way that the album art is. Like if you're getting a cover art and it's like a swing on a playground, doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people do that. I've seen people do like even just like regular pictures of themselves, like where they're praying and stuff like that. But it just doesn't make sense. Like you got to make sure your cover art makes sense to what the record is talking about. You know what I'm saying? some which way. It's got to speak about the record. So, that being said, the production for me did not fit this record. I felt like the production for me was more of like a hype record, like you were trying to get hype, but the message behind the song was more of like serious. It was like, man, people in the church don't accept hip hop, but I think I'm doing all right. That's and this and that. Like there was portions of that record that were pretty dope that you could have probably pulled, and it would have been dope. Like, I think I'm doing all right. That part of the hook, I really like that part. But then the rest of it, I felt like it just needed to kind of go a little bit different. You could have probably celebrated in the fact of like, man, they looking at me different. Like, cause you went into real depth. You know what I'm saying? I felt like you could have probably done that in another record. I feel like this was more of one of those records where it was just kind of like, you know, hey, they looking at me funny, but I'm doing all right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because I got Jesus, the type of thing. Like that's the type of record I wanted to hear, as opposed to maybe the way you did it. I felt like you went really in depth on this one, and I felt like those type of records, I need to sit down, listen to your record. Like think about the beat that I'm on that you hear in the background right now. This beat would have been probably better for that type of message because it's more of a thought-provoking type of a beat. You know what I'm saying? Like I can sit and ride to it and listen and think. That record that you had more of a like, oh, I want to bounce, I'm gonna get hype, you know, type of record. That's the type of that you got to make sure you pick the right production. That's my biggest critique. As far as that goes, some of your stuff too, you had like some stacks and vocals on there that were really like, they were a little too much, man. Like it again, like when you listen to today's type of music, a lot of people don't stack their vocals like that anymore. It's like the only people that do it are probably like the old school cats that are known for that, like a Young Jeezy, or even I don't even think I've heard T.I. do that recently, because I know T.I. used to do it. Nelly don't even make music anymore. I don't think so. So that's kind of where I'm saying, like, you got to be careful on how you're, you know, doing certain types of music and what you're doing, what type of music you're putting out. But yeah, man, other than that, engineering was a big issue in this record. There was so much stuff that was overly compressed. There were things that were fighting each other to try to be heard. So yeah, engineering, mixing and mastering is a big issue. So for me, I think you can rap, but you just got to find the right production, find the right engineer, and the right topics for each beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a 5 with the joint. I think you got potential for sure. You got potential, but 5 for me. Shout out to Eddie B, man. Appreciate you submitting, man. I definitely want to hear some more from you. Go ahead and submit some more, bro. Good morning, Halo. What is that? Good morning, Halo. What? Where are all these people coming from? Shout out everybody tuning in. Big red to you. Hey, Juan, what's up, man? Shout out to Juan in the building. My man, Juan. Juan, how do you pronounce your last name? I've always wondered that. Is it Ginez? Or is it Gines? Guess. I don't know. I've always wondered how to pronounce your last name. I always pronounce it Ginez. But I might be wrong. You said IG hot today. I know, bro. IG's bumping right now. We got about 68, 70 people in here, including, we have 50 on IG right now, and then we have 20 on Restream. So roughly we got about 70 people in here. Hi, what up, Jaden? I see you. Again, guys, if you're trying to submit, go ahead and submit right now. We still got spots available. If you're not here, if you're not at Holy Smoke, then you should be in Critique Fridays right now. There should be no excuse. We still got spots available. So go ahead and tap in. You feel me? You smell me? Email me right now to rapzillalivesubmit@gmail.com. All right, let's get it popping. Cyrus Sonata, my man Cyrus, killing it. He's got a record called Hold On. We're going to go ahead and check this record out. Again, guys, if you have not submitted, submit right now. Let's check this record out.
This ain't aligning with them bad dreams. Is it really such a bad thing that they tryna wipe my slate clean? Wait, I feel like they on my tail. Shh. He said, tell him when I've had enough. Back him up, grip my teeth, I'm feeling mighty tough. On the run from my problems, but they catching up. Got me stuck between a rock and the concrete jungle. Savages, I'm in the trunk, stuff is red enough. I rode alone through the storm while they burning rubber. I'm in trouble, piles of rubble right between the hustle. Spiritual tussles might concuss me when they get to bussin'. I need a muzzle for I boast that I'm not feeling nothing. I need a break, I'm on E, there's no strength to muster. In the streets feeling depleted, trying to chase these dreams. Please, still got the faith of a mustard seed. I'm for the Lord as long as I'm functioning. They telling me to hold on. No one ever told me that this road's long. Good God, this really feeling like a soul song. I got faith, so I'ma hold on so long. He asking if I grabbed enough while I'm backing up on the wall with my stack of stuff. Open arms as I free fall and you can size me up. I get right back up to broken chains and a life to love. Feeling light as dove, they tried to light me up. Feeling mighty unusual. How these hands started guiding me. Looking straight to the shadows and realized that not as frightening. This is really a sight to see. How my tune could be bright as dreams. How I grow without stem or seed. It's the soil that set me free. My stuff is falling. Did I grab too much? The pack is packing up the track inside the trunk. You can tell him I've had enough. Go on, bag him up. You can tell him I've had enough. Go on, bag him up. To hold on. No one ever told me that this road's long. Good God, this really feeling like a soul song. I got faith, so I'ma hold on so long.
Man, oh man. Wyler, you said the same thing I was thinking in my mind. Shout out to my brother Cyrus Sonata with his record Hold On. Bro. Yeah, no, it could have been a Griselda type track. It was definitely on its way. Like, this is a dope record. But the whole record is missing its low end. When you think about the style that you were going for, Cyrus, I felt like you were going for a dope style, and I loved the way you sounded on it. It was definitely different for you, eclectic. It sounded really, really dope. But the problem is, it sounds like you were like it just didn't have the low end, like it was a mix. It was almost like a mixture between Cypress Hill and like Griselda. So like the old with the new, and I love that, right? I felt like I heard the hints of Cypress Hill in the joint, but like the thing about Cypress Hill and Griselda is their low end. They're low end in their beats. So if you don't know what low end is the low end of a beat, right? You have like in this beat, you hear behind me, you hear like bass, you hear 808, you hear something there. I heard the attempt of a bass, but you might need to lace that bass up with that whatever you have with another, like a lower end frequency type of a bass that just kind of gives it that fuzz, that buzz that we want, because it's got to have like a warm bass in there to kind of like give that feel that you were going for. I felt like this was fire. Like this was a dope record. It just needed that bass. That was like it was more of a production issue in my opinion. Could have been a mixing issue. I like the way the snare was hitting. I love the way your vocals were sitting. That was rhyming. I did not intend on rhyming that. But I did like the way the vocals were sitting. I love the way the snare was hitting. I love the way the hi-hat, everything that was played into that production was really, really dope. It just needed the low end. That's the only thing. You said bass needs to hold me. Well, the bass was everything for that record, bro. What is it? Christo, what up? All these people coming through. Yeah, bro. All you needed was that bass. That low end was everything. Like, you gotta think about what's that record called by Beam? Think about 96 or 95? Is it 96 or 95? There's a record by Beam that he has where he sounds like Cypress Hill. Think about something like that. Or even think about like when you go listen to Conway the Machine. When you listen to Conway the Machine and you listen to like his latest stuff where it sounds like that, it's 95. Mike, you know exactly what record I'm talking about. But yeah, it's that record, bro. When you listen to that record, you'll hear the bass and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, it's like, it sounds so fire, bro. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you listen to even Conway's latest project, I think that's what it was. There's another record on there, some Piano Talk or something like that. If you listen to that, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. There's another record there that you can get a good reference of with that. Yeah, more texture on the low end, bro. It's just more of the low end, and it just has like a certain bass there that just has a certain texture of warmth that's just like it's there, and you're like, yo. I've even seen like Griselda do it with the 808s. Like they've done it with a regular 808 where they've tapped in, and that was the one. No, that and the hi-hats. That was the one thing that I was like, what makes this beat not like a old, like a dated boom bap beat? What makes Griselda's beats a dated boom bap beat? And I noticed that they were messing around with like, they were kind of like lacing what is it called? A stand-up bass. They were kind of like lacing those with 808s and trap hats. And I was like, yo, okay, there's a big distinguishment there. There's an actual like new age 808 that you can hear in the background, and then you can hear like the trap hats, and I'm like, okay, that kind of helps me, you know, whenever I'm doing my records and stuff like that. If I want to do a record like that, I kind of incorporate the same thing. So that's just a nugget for you. If you want to add more production to it, that's something that's helped me for sure. But yeah, Cyrus, 9 for me. The joint was nice. It was a nice record. It just needs that bass line. Yeah, just layer a Zay 808, undercut it. You can use Zay, or you can use, I mean, there's so many 808s you can choose from. You can just mess around with it. You know what I'm saying? Experiment, bro. That's the dope thing about you. You're a producer and an artist. Like, yeah, you'll be able to mess around and find something. Like, you'll create your own. This is the dope thing about you, Cyrus. Like, you're creating your own sound. And I got mad respect for that. Just because it's like you've been killing it too. So I wouldn't even, hey, Cyrus, I wouldn't even just switch up the bass. Maybe even use that same bass and kind of lace it. Like, have certain parts where you use that bass too. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it transitions. Don't just like get rid of it all. Like, use it in certain parts. Even if you use it for 4 bars or something like that, and then make it into like a crazy 808. That's what makes production so dope, right? Like, you have the power to do that, and that's, you know, it's dope. Just be like unpredictable with your production. Don't make me expect that. Like, do something crazy where I'm like, oh, that's dope. That's the one thing I really like about Beam. Beam does that a lot. So, am I a producer? Yeah. The beat that you're hearing in the background is one of my beats. Guys, if you don't know, I'm just curious. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm a producer. I've been a producer since 2011. You can go check out some of my production. You can at me on Instagram. On Beat Music is my name. That OB tag, if you ever hear that, that's me. Any beat that you've heard with that OB tag, that's something that I've done. So I've worked with Derek Minor, No Big Deal, What Up RG, Marty from Social Club, Daraj, I won the Animenio competition in 2014. I won the Rapzilla Beat Battle twice or once. Was it twice or once? I don't even remember. A lot of that stuff within Christian hip hop. Right. So I've worked with a lot of different people. SO the Kid, his biggest record I've produced. Yeah. So just giving you a heads up. And then like I have a playlist too, produced by Onbeat Music. That's what the playlist is called on Spotify, with over 200 records of records that I've done. Man, my back's starting to hurt, bro. That's the one thing about COVID. I'm gonna let y'all know, like my muscles and my like aches and stuff. I get weird pains like that, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, check the pinned comment if you want to get your song reviewed. All right, we're reviewing records right now. Next up, we got the homie Take Flight. That's crazy. So I met this dude. I met the homie Take Flight. What was it, 2 weeks ago when I was in Philly? Was it 2 weeks ago? Man, I don't even remember now. Man, it might have been last weekend. No, it was 2 weekends ago. I was in Philly, and Rapzilla had an event called the 16 Bar Challenge, and Take Flight was actually there. And he's from Philly. Shout out to the Philly boys out there. Dude is an amazing spitter, bro. So we're about to listen to a record from him. He has a record called Vision. Y'all go give him a follow too. He's a dope spitter. A lot of those dudes from there, man. Crazy artists. But we're about to listen to his record. It's called Vision. Again, it's by Take Flight. We're going to go ahead and check this record out right now.
Just another day.
Hey, Kels, I got to run this joint back, bro. Let me take them back to church. Welcome to the bonfire. Take flight. Yeah. It's a comfortable feeling when you come prepared. And through it all, God, you really helped me persevere. The vision was blurred, now it was crystal clear. You put the pieces all together like an engineer. I play the background, I be there like a shadow. My last project really felt like a battle. I just wanna give them strength when they feeling fragile. Tell fear to disappear like skedaddle. In the field with the Braves, no Atlanta. Them boys talking out of pocket like they lack manners. Saying any old thing, bad grammar. Me, I'm like Goldberg with the jackhammer. Cause the moves that I make is really uplifting. I hit the weights in the morning, I'm uplifting. Vibing out the worship music cause it's uplifting. Go cool spirit by my arms uplifting. Giving up ain't optional. Moving through the obstacles. John Q with the heart, I do what I gotta do. Wind up with the vision, bringing life to the dead. We can do the impossible. I say that for myself cause I don't always get it right. Life had me crashing, I wasn't taking flight. It was looking kinda dark, I couldn't see the light. Still I gotta walk by faith, not by my sight.
What we see can overwhelm us. Sight can tend to dictate our vision. There's times in our lives, some of us are going through it right now at this very moment as well, to where what you see is dictating your vision. But no more. This morning, we are all declaring and making a decision that what I see will not dictate my vision. You see, how will we do that? How will we get there? We must first understand what vision is. Vision versus sight. You see, sight is merely the workings of the eyes. Sight is the working of the eyes. It's what you see. It's what your mind is telling you that you are oculating. Do you follow? While vision is a function of the faith.
Shout out to Take Flight with his record Vision. Yo, crazy bars on that record, bro. Crazy bars. Even just the opening lines and stuff was really, really fire. Yo, shout out to you, man. Guys, what y'all think in the chat? Talk to me, chat. Danny and Vinny said, Danny and Vinny's Days. What's up, man? People were asking if this was me. No, this was an artist by the name of Take Flight. It was a song called Vision. I'm assuming this record's probably out already. I see fire emojis. Gold King said too hardcore. What does that mean? Gutter said, I sent you a record. Bet, bro. Make sure that you pay for the time. Really nice. I'm gonna give it an 8. Someone said. That's a good score. That's fair. That's definitely fair. I'm trying to read the chat. See what they say. Take Flight said, oh, it's not out yet. Okay, bet. Forever and ever says 9. Jackson Barber said, I like the song. Okay. Gold King says it's dated and too hardcore, meaning is more like cypher raps. That's interesting. That's an interesting critique. Okay. What part of it is dated? So you could say it's dated, right? But you could say it's dated from the beat. You could say it's dated from bars, right? Because you can have dated bars, right? You said, don't ever disrespect me looking like Lost cousin Jackson Bronson. My man, Shaolin's finest and he white. Don't ever disrespect me with calling yourself Shaolin's finest and you probably a white dude. Don't ever disrespect me in my chat. Just letting you know. Yo, what's up? Can I get a shout out? Shout out to you, bro. Okay, so I'll say this. I think Take Flight has some dope bars. I would not say his bars were dated at all. I think he was definitely dope. I could say homie actually did really, really dope as far as like executing. He made the record. I'll say that. He made the record. I like the sample and the beat. I'm a producer. So being a producer, I'm listening and I'm like, all right, I love the production, but I felt like it could have gone a different route with the beat, with the snare. So I would say like certain sounds, like the sound selection of the track, I would have changed it up because I felt like, yeah, that was a little dated. Like the snare, was not a big fan of it. The hi-hat, I could barely hear it. And the 808, I felt like there was not enough. So my only critique for this record was more of, one, it felt like it could have been done better as far as like production. Like I wanted more production value. I would have switched it up way different. Cause the thing is, he is a polished, I would say he is a polished rapper. Cause I heard this dude live, and hearing him live, I'm like, yo, this dude can spit. Like he's by far like a polished rapper. My thing was, I want to hear that polishedness of a rapper being elevated by dope production, right? So I always talk about this. Like, if you're really, really dope, you really need to find some dope production that really highlights you and compliments you. It's easy for you. Like, the thing is, the hard part is, I bet he can get on any beat and kill it, right? But it just, there's a difference between just, getting on a record and killing it with words and actually making a song where everything is highlighted properly. Like the beat complements his vocals complement the beat, the mixing complements everything. Like there's a difference between that. So I felt like this record, I think he like did a great job at like spitting on the record. My thing was, it felt like more of an album filler. You know what I'm saying? And so like the album filler for me, it felt like, I would not today, I wouldn't playlist a record that had I personally wouldn't playlist a record that had like preaching at the end of the record or even in the beginning or in the middle of the record. I just felt like that's a dated thing in Christian hip hop in general. I don't know if there's a way to do it. I haven't seen a way to do it in a way where it just like it fits. I just felt like that is not needed anymore. I think you yourself Take Flight. I feel like you, bro. I feel like you have enough wording and diction to be able to relate any type of message that you want, just because you're a spitter. And I know you can definitely do it. So I think I would rather you preach in your verses. Now I think I want to hear more of a record from you rather than like a song where you just, you know, it sounds like a cypher verse. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear like an actual song, a solidified something with like a hook, something like that, because that's where I want to see where you can step out of just been spitting words, because like you can spit, but it's like, can you make a solid record? I want to hear that. You might. This is just my first intro of me hearing a record from you, like an actual record. Because I like again, my intro from you to you was when you were spitting at the 16 bars. But now hearing this record, I'm like, this is dope. He sounds like he can definitely kill a beat. Now let's see where he can make a actual record where there's a hook, you know, there's some verses, maybe a feature or whatnot, and let's try to get that junk on the playlist. I want to hear like some production value from you too. OK Hip Hop is a dope producer for you. Even if you wanted this beat, bro, holla at me. let me hear you spit on this. This beat's for sale right now. You feel me? And it's got low end hi-hats. Hey, bro. And I'm making some more. I'll be making some more. Trust me. But yo, you definitely need some, like, you know, some high end production where I you know, we can definitely hear you spit, you know, the bars you want to spit, and get some of them Philly boys that you got, man, on the record with you. And let's see what type of hook y'all make as well. But yeah, as for me, again, there's production value for me. Wanted to hear more of a song than just a verse type of thing. If you do those type of verses, man, that's cool. But just make it more of a record, and a hard hitting one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this one. I'll say I'm at like a 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. Because I definitely want to hear the beat redone. Yeah, 7.5. Shout out to the homie Take Flight, man. Great job, bro. Bam Bam said, Take Flight, I need a feature. Yo, holla at him, man. Instagram. Hit him up on Instagram. Take Flight. At Take Flight. I think is it underscore? I don't know if I got your joint. Chiwaz, what up, bro? Nice to hear from you, bro. And you submitted too. That's what's up. Hey, everybody new to the chat, go ahead and follow Rapzilla. Follow me at OnBeat Music as well. It's Take Flight __. Is that 2 underscores or 3 underscores? Is Bam Bam in here? He's on the YouTube. He's on YouTube chat right now. It looks like it's 2 underscores. Yeah. Man, Danya, y'all got like that's like 10 underscores under your name, Danya. I don't even know how to. Y'all gotta be careful with that. All right, man. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Take Flight is definitely the best record we've heard so far tonight. Again, guys, if you have not submitted, go ahead and submit right now. Email me to rapzillalivesubmit@gmail.com. Take Flight, you remind me like a more younger, more aggressive. Well, obviously young, but R Swift, bro. Like, you remind me of like a more aggressive Swift. Swift had this like aggressive tone. You have like a more aggressive one, which is dope, and it's like louder. It's really, really dope. Swift is a fire artist, and to just hear like I can hear like a R Swift inside of you. It's really dope. So. Yeah, let's keep it going, man. We got this artist by the name of Baby Blue. Baby Blue.
Change your name.
I don't know about that. Song's called Double, and it's featuring Big Breeze. Big Breeze. We got Big Breeze in the building. What's up? All right, let's go.
Bad little kid, I'm getting in trouble. I'm taking moves, same color or double. I took my eyes off the game and I fumbled. Trying to fight pride, trying to be humble. Insecure, can't tell her I love her. I only love Jesus, my bed and my mother. I just got a book and I call him a cutter. A heart made of stone to cut through it like butter. The demon been talking and lying or something. It's been a long night, but the sun really come. Chop shoe straight, I call it a gun. Roll a demon like a smoking a blunt. Popping the pee, it was making me numb. I hated the zombie that made me become. I took it out, but I already won. I got tools in my body, cause I know the one. Walking the party and making me steer. Strapped up with a book, no lacking period. It's in my brain and I'm making it furious. Never take pills that make you delirious. I don't look back, I don't need no mirrors. I had a slate, but I'm wiping it clear. I pray on my knees and I face my fears. I go to work, got me feeling like fur. I'm working, she asks you serious. I scared away and I always cheer. My boys won't smoke, I asked you hearing me. Ain't scared of nothing but God for that fear. I had to go to work, so I just clocked in. Till I might reach all the goals in my top 10. I had to go to church, so I just hopped in. Got open doors, so I just walked in. I was all dirt, now how to get clean. I'm in the rap, I don't care what you think. God got ways, don't care but no sink. Has even hard if you covered in me. Day to day in my life got me walking away. Ain't nothing I bring, but I really been saved. Pull up in the Nissan, it felt like a race. J's unlaced, just walk by faith. I gave it time and prayed it. God did, he would save me. Strapped up with a book and ride around it, got no safety. Most these foes hate me, the bloods don't wanna rape me. But fame isn't my goal, so criticism can't break me. They thought I was chill, I used to all gas. I dropped out of school like I don't need a hall pass. Got enough smoke to fill up the temple, oh boy. I promise you don't really want that. Say it was tending me, I had to fall back. Heard the sun and that, I'ma need all that. Message was sending me, what you call that? Hold up, you demon, I'm smoking on art pack. Load up your weapon, I ain't talking about Kate. I'm here trying to work while else trying to play. When he come back, I pray that they say. When he come back, it's gonna be the day. So what's the delay? Bad little kid, I'm getting in trouble. I'm taking moves, same color or double. I took my eyes off the game and I fumbled. Trying to fight pride, trying to be humble. Insecure, can't tell her I love her. I only love Jesus, my bed and my mother. I just got a book and I call him a cutter. A heart made of stone to cut through it like butter. The demon been talking and lying or something. It's been a long night, but the sun really come. Chop shoe straight, I call it a gun. Roll a demon like a smoking a blunt. Popping the pee, it was making me numb. I hated the zombie that made me become. I took it out, but I already won. I got tools in my body, cause I know
was just
the
chillin'
one.
with men in the past. We confronted some demons, they knew we was past. You can't hide in that body, we know you was past. My big guy, we gon' pull up and pray for the prize. Bring that blood breaking bread on the regular. I used to trap and just serve out the cellular. That was the shots, but I had on the Kevlar. The citizens told me it came with a steno. I got handles that with me, they shoot out the window. I'm a lieutenant, but God be the general. I gave him my heart, cause I needed some animal. When he spotted me, he was just speaking in parable. Literally, I know they sick of me. They be trying to get close and get rid of me. Knowing I wanna know, you can't put fear in me. Never be mad, cause he know ain't no sharing me. You know, you pulling up, we get it sparky. I call up my dogs and they come and they barking. I'm with big Gotti, you know we done started. Walking with Gotti, you know that I'm guarded. It's 6 on me, you know that it's loaded. Never run up and you know he get folded. I promise I ain't playing on games like Nintendo. I roll with no angles that hang out the window. Bobby got we on 10 toes.
Bad little kid, I'm getting in trouble. I'm taking moves, same color or double. I took my eyes off the game and I fumbled. Trying to fight pride, trying to be humble. Insecure, can't tell her I love her. I only love Jesus, my bed and my mother. I just got a book and I call him a cutter. A heart made of stone to cut through it like butter. The demon been talking and lying or something. It's been a long night, but the sun really come. Chop shoe straight, I call it a gun. Roll a demon like a smoking a blunt. Popping the pee, it was making me numb. I hated the zombie that made me become. I took it out, but I already won. I got tools in my body, cause I know the one.
All right, all right. That record was called Double by Baby Blue featuring Big Breeze. Man, what y'all think of that record, man? What y'all think of that record, man? I'm gonna get right to it. I think both artists are definitely a current style of music that is definitely popular. Big Breeze, man, that verse you had was fire. Like, Big Breeze slid on that verse. Blue, I'm not a big fan of your name, man. Baby Blue. Baby Blue. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the name. Maybe just Blue. You can go by Blue, bro. I haven't really heard anybody call themselves Blue other than Blueface. I'd rather just go by Blue. But I'll say this, man. I really did not like this record because of the beat. I felt like the beat was a YouTube beat. If it was a YouTube beat, you need to get off this YouTube beat. You need something very, very... Like, the one thing that I notice about these rappers today that do this style of, like, mumble rap, I gotta say, it's like a form of mumble rap that I'm hearing from you, right? And it's not bad. It's like... Some mumble rap records, like some mumble rap artists, they really go hard, bro. But the thing is, like, their beats, bro. Like, their beats are really, really fire. That's what makes it even more dope, right? For some of these mumble rap dudes. Because you hear them and I'm like, yo, the beat's fire. And I can, like, actually, you know, give props to the beat. But... you know, when I'm hearing you on this type of a beat, of this YouTube beat, where it's just a straightforward type of a beat that's just real, like, it sounds like it's like, get your tracks today. That's, or Trapaholics, like, .com. Like, if you hear that type of beat, that's all it sounded like it needed. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like definitely the beat was very mid. As a producer, I would have dressed this beat up way different. I would have went super ratchet with the 808s, kind of like, there's a difference between 808s and kicks, all right? And if you're a producer, you understand that. With 808s, there's like more you can do and get away with as opposed to the kick. The kick don't gotta do much. You feel what I'm saying? But the 808, if it's doing something, you know what I'm saying? Let it have its fun. And that's the thing, like, I felt like it was more kick on this joint, and it was very straightforward. It wasn't as ratchet that I wanted it to be. So, yeah, and it got to match you guys. It's got to match the tone of you guys. I think you had the perfect feature, and then you kind of went a little bit too long, bro. I think you did like 3 verses. You need to cut it down to 1. Cut it down to 1, do your hook, get Breeze in the joint, and be out, and you'll create that replay value if it's a tight beat. You know what I'm saying? I would say get the beat redone. You know, holla at somebody. If you got, bro, I'll tell you this: if you holla at me, and you just give me the vocals, I'll make this into a record, a 10, easy. I'm at a 5. Nah. I'm at a 6 with it. I give it a 6 because I think it does have mad potential. I think it just needs a new beat. So actually, I'll go up 6.5. I'll go up 6.5. Easily. 6.5. What y'all think in the chat? You said that the feature 8 for sure. I'm just saying, he did. Feature was fire, bro. Easily, the feature was insanely dope. Chat, what y'all think, chat? Talk to me, chat. They sound like Dollar Store Amigos. Hey, listen, Gold. The thing, man, Forever gave it an 8. Sheesh. I'm at a 6.5 just because I'm very, like, it still needs engineering too. Like, the engineering wasn't on point at all with this record. Your vocals were way louder, and then there was like distortion. It just didn't make no sense. Yeah, it was cluttered. Yeah, that's why I say there's still things that are needed. So I give it a 6.5. But I am addressing the fact that it did have a lot of potential. Like, the record has potential. I promise you, if this dude gave me his vocals and I had them in my hands and I made the record, yeah, it'd be way different. Forever says, I'm having a good day. I hear you, bro. Yeah. Yeah, you do. I ain't lying. You do. But I'll tell you this. I promise you, if I had this record, bro. Yeah, that's why I give it a 6.5. Anything above 5 has potential for me, and it's a good thing. 5 and below, you really need to think about things. they had a better beat and professional mixing. You said they need a better beat. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. That's why I gave it a 6.5. And honestly, like, that's all they really needed. And that's not a lot, bro. Like, honestly, if you took the record, got it redone, put it up. Here's the thing. Some of you guys will be like, oh, yo, I can't put, I don't want, the record's already out. But bro, if you saying the record's out and it only has like 100 streams or even 1,000 streams, guess how much it would do if you took it down and got it redone. If you got that joint redone, it probably have 50,000 streams or 10,000 streams at least. I promise you, with me, when I do collab tracks with people, and you could pay for that with me, bro, like, we hit at least 5K. You know what I'm saying? At least. And that's probably more than you've ever had. You know what I'm saying? And I at least try to promise that. Because even with my streams, when I'm doing records with people, bro, you never know when they take off. Like, the last 2 records I put out, we already did. I'm actually going to them right now. I did 2 collab tracks with people, and my last 2 records that I did, I'll tell you right now. The last one I did was hit 17K. Man, it's at 17K now? Sheesh. It's crazy. And then the other one's at 6,000 right now, and that's from a week. Last week I put out a record, and in a week we did 6,000. The one before that, in 2 weeks I did 17,000 streams. On that's Spotify only. That's Spotify alone, bro. So, hey man, I'm telling you right now. And if you put out this record and it's been out for a month and it only has 1,000 streams, I promise you, I'll get you more. 6.5 on this one. 6.5 on this one. Shout out to Blue. Shout out to the homie Blue. You got potential, bro. Keep going. Keep going, man. Keep going. All right, let's keep it going. Again, guys, if you have not submitted, go ahead and email me to rapzillalive@gmail.com. rapzillalive@gmail.com. All right, St. Patrick is up next. It's a song called Temptation. Let's go ahead and check this record out right now.
The word of the Father, what I need to follow. The truth of the matter, been so hard to swallow. I get it. Feel like I'm constantly tempted by the pretty women, the blunts and the bottles. I need Christ now more than ever. On my knees, praying that he shows up. It's hard to be a living sacrifice when I'm getting tempted by my own lust. In my phone, scrolling through pictures that I should get rid of. But for some reason I don't want to vent to my bros. Feeling embarrassed, so I try to handle it all on my own. I'm doing wrong. God got a church full of members, but why do I feel so alone? I want to pray, but I'm feeling too dirty. Unworthy of even approaching his throne. God telling me to live forever, but the devil telling me to live in the moment. Been with the Lord for a minute, but battling things I thought I had the victory over. God is good, I've been a witness of it by the Holy Spirit. Yeah, I've been instructed, see the evil, pray I keep my distance from it. If it's in me, pray I get delivered from it, saying I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no. I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, and no. I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no. I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, and no. I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no. I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, and no. I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no. I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time. She was my number one until I moved her to the side. Every moment spent with her was costing me my life. I fell in love with Jesus, then he opened up my eyes.
I know the devil tempted me, cause now she on my mind.
She say she miss me and I believe it. Did she say she love me? I thought I was tweaking. She got a new number and gave it to me. Now I'm staring at it knowing I should delete it. I should be seeking your face, yeah. I should be asking for grace, yeah. To be the man that you called me to be, I gotta stand firm in my faith, yeah. But I've been an optimist, saying that it'll work as long as God in it. Saying that we gonna fast and praying and we end up doing the opposite. The flesh will rise and I fall again. All in sin, repenting, I do it all again. I couldn't bear this cross. If it wasn't for God, then I would've called it quits. But I'ma keep trying, I'ma keep fighting. It's hard to survive in this den full of lions. Feel like I'm clashing with titans, the spirit willing, but the flesh is defiant. God is good, I've been a witness of it by the Holy Spirit. Yeah, I've been instructed, see the evil, pray I keep my distance from it. If you send me, pray I get delivered from it, saying
I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no. I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, and no. I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no. I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, and no. I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no. I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, and no. I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no. I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, and
Yo, again, that was Temptation by St. Patrick. What you guys think? Talk to me, chat. Let me know in the chat what you feel. Overdose said, cut the hook in half. Taylor River Blaze said, new hook and good production, and this would be dope. He can for sure rap. Someone else says, think it would have sounded better without the auto-tune or not so heavy with it, and it needs to be mixed better. I think the second half of what you said I agree with it. Forever says 6.5, the sample wasn't used properly and the mix was kind of wet. Second verse effect was a little too loud, but the message is perfect. I heard some good bars. I felt like what you said, Forever, was exactly how I felt. Mike, what you say? You said, I like to feel the lyrics. Autotune is straining, and I hope he can afford that sample. You ain't wrong, bro. You ain't wrong. 8 at most. He gets points just for the sample alone. No. I would have given him points if the sample was used correctly. I'm right there with Forever what he said. Because, listen, again, as a producer, I'm listening to that sample. I'm like, first off, okay, so here's what I say. I'll say this. If you got money to clear that joint, clear it. If you don't, I still say to put it out. Here's why. If that joint actually does good, that's the only time they're ever gonna come after you. They're not gonna come after you. And I'm not urging everybody to go and just put out records that they don't, get cleared. But in a case like this, I'm like, this record, I'll say this for him or for you guys. This record's not gonna go far. Why? Because it wasn't done well. If it was done well, it probably would have gone further. The sample was off key, and it's crazy. Like, I don't know if you didn't hear it. I don't know how you couldn't hear it because when I'm listening to it, I'm like, this joint is very off key. I can hear the guitar, but then like I hear like, no, I don't. It was like in another key. It was slightly off pitch. So if it was on, it would have like connected with that guitar because that guitar is usually, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like the main instrument of the original record. So it didn't fit, and I'm like, why doesn't it fit? Well, it's because one of those is pitched different. One of those is like either a half step or a whole step up. I think it's probably a half step up. It sounds like the vocals are. If I'm not mistaken, it sounds like the vocals might be. If I'm wrong, then it's definitely the guitar. It's one of them. It's either up or down. I say slightly. I do say slightly because it doesn't sound like. It sounds like it's like at a half step. It could be a whole step. I could be wrong, but it does sound like at least a half step up. If it was a whole step, I think we would have heard it even way more. But like, it was there. It was evident. That's why I say like it's probably like a half step. But that being said, that was messed up. The production, like the beat, the sound selection, everything was so wet. And when I say that, I mean like it sounded like you put reverb on the master track, and it just sounded like everything was just like reverby, like from the sample to like the drums and everything. It didn't sound like polished production. It just sounded like, oh, throw some reverb on that mug, you know, it'll sound wet. You know what I'm saying? You said it's a half step lower? It could be, yeah. It's either low or high, either one. It's right there. I know it's. You can clearly hear it. I'll say this though. I'll say this. I think he needed better production. So I would probably, because I didn't even understand. I don't know. I didn't really understand how the sample worked with what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't make sense to me. I will always forever know that record as a diss track to men. So for me, you gotta be able to flip it so well that it doesn't remind me of that. But I felt like you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I would have gone with a different beat easily. I've heard certain people try to flip certain things where I'm like, I've told them like, nah, and they end up scrapping the whole record. You know what I'm saying? So for you, I think you just needed a different beat, some better engineering, a little bit more dynamics in your voice, and yeah, man, I probably would give it a way higher rating for sure. Just you in general, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, for me, not. I'll give you. I'm at like a 6.5 with you. I still think you need to give me some more energy, some more dynamics. You know what I'm saying? Like make your voice a little bit like less monotone, because I felt like it was a little too monotone for me. But this record as a whole, I'm at like a 5 with it. Yeah, like a 5, 4. Yeah, you edged me a little bit at a 5 just because I felt like you have a lot of potential. So 5 for me for this record. Better engineering, better mixing for sure. It needs better production, bro. Way better production. So yeah, step it up with that. And I think you have me at a higher rating for sure. You said the sample just don't work for that song. It doesn't. Yeah, I agree. I said 6.5. No, I said I give him a 6.5. Biz. Engineering. You said a mixer. Shout out Jacob Biz Morris in the building, man. Shout out Reach Records. Did y'all do y'all's basketball game? I know y'all were doing a basketball game. Was it today? I don't even remember. Shout out Holy Smoke. If y'all not at Holy Smoke, y'all better be in here in Critique Fridays getting your song critique. And shout out my man Biz and Ace. I know they got a critique show they're trying to do every Thursday right now. For the summer summer 2022, right? We're doing the Rapzilla summer 2020, or sorry, Reach Records summer 2022. I'm getting caught up in my words. Summer 2022 playlist. They're trying to gear up for that. So guys, go submit to them next week, and maybe, hey Biz, what if we did one? We find a winner tonight, and then I submit it to you guys next week. That might be pretty cool. What if like tonight's song of the night winner? I'll submit their song to you guys next week. What if we do that? Why not? So try it. Try it. Try it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if I find a really dope record tonight. I haven't gotten a 10 tonight. I need some 10s tonight, bro. I've not gotten a 10 tonight. All right, let's keep it going, man. Let's find that 10 then. We got the next record called, who's the artist? The artist is, I just see a name, Jonathan. That's all I see. Jonathan Schropsphere? I don't know. The song's called Die for the Money. Die for the Money. Okay. Featuring Kevin Moore. Let's go ahead and check this record out. Interesting.
They die for the money, but won't even live for God.
Die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God.
Dudes on that paper chase, no time for the holy one. Worshiping their real guy, just for girls to notice them. Live fast, die young, grinding hard for moolah. Feet bound by madmen, he's their true ruler. This ain't for the sinner only, also for the Christians. Some have compromised just for dimensions. Some race to work, but won't even sprint to church. God looking for a faithful few who won't sell them cheap like a t-shirt.
They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God.
Hey, get serious out here. We just trying to warn you. Yeah. Love of money, root of evil, chasing bands, that's stupid people. Pulpit pimps all in a steeple. How that our minds grow so feeble, bending over backwards. These actors losing integrity, idolizing fame. Y'all dying to be celebrities. Is that what you want? You can gain the world, but you lose your soul. Christ can satisfy. The only thing that can make you whole. Chasing worldly things don't satisfy. It's vanity, doing the same thing, expecting change. Insanity.
They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God. They die for the money, but won't even live for God.
They die for the money, but won't even live for God.
All right. Die for the Money. And that was featuring Kevin Moore, and that was by Jonathan. Hey, man, y'all got to make sure y'all put y'all's rap names in the record or in the emails so I know who's who, because if not, I'm going to be saying your government name. Chat, what y'all think of this record, bro? Sounds like they have two. The last two have the same engineer. Forever Never gave it a 6. Ooh, I wouldn't even give this one a 6. I can't give this one a 6. 6 means like there's potential. This one didn't sound like it has potential. That's your joint? Preach? Is that your name? Is that your rap name? Preach? Okay. JD says beat, vocals, hook, engineering all need work. That one beat says dated. JD Presley says I give it a 2. Oof. What'd you say? I feel like two homies came across a beat they liked and came up with this. It's very possible. Platinum says I like the beat. Yeah. Doesn't know when to end the hook. That okay? So there's a lot of technicalities. Now here's the thing. I really try to talk about the technical things whenever it comes to like when I do my critiques. Not as Jonathan, but I appreciate the feedback. It was chopped and screwed from an old song. I hear that. I hear that it definitely sounds like. Are you from Texas, bro? I'm curious. Shout out Trey Morris in the building. Jack Tyler said that beat hit my eardrums with the high end. Mr. Chiwas, I'm not going to critique or say nothing about no one song tonight, especially when I got one in line. I hear you. The chorus is not good, very repetitive. Okay. So like what I'm hearing from this record, I'll say this. You said, nah, I'm from Detroit, but I wanted to emulate the sound, like the Texas sound. I hear you. I'll say this, Jonathan. Doing that Texas sound, I'm from Texas. You hear me? I'm from Texas. I'm from San Antonio, closest thing to Houston. We did a lot of that back in the day. The only way you could ever incorporate that style anymore is you got to be very, very, very selective in where you put that at in your record. And it should never be a hook anymore. That style of record, that style of like chopping and screwing the voice, like that's 2003. You know what I'm saying? That's super dated now. Nowadays, I'll tell you one thing. You know what's in the Memphis style of production is very in right now. Any producer in here, every artist in here that you're not, I'm telling you right now, drill music is in right now. Drill style of music is very in right now. Memphis style of beats like Project Pat, 3 6 Mafia, they've made a comeback in that style right now. And there's a way to do it, like more up-to-date, modern, and all that type of stuff. That's very in right now. If you're trying to go anywhere like Swisher House, Color Changing Click, anything like that from H-Town, Texas rap, I'll tell you one thing, like that style is not in right now. Like you have to do it very selective. Drake actually only incorporates it and now into his like love records. It's very, very interesting how he does it. And he's only been able to do it because he's Drake. You know what I'm saying? So, Trey, man, I've been trying to recover right now. Just letting you know. So that's where I'm trying to say. This style right here, bro, it sounded very dated. And then like, if I want to get technical with things, it did sound like you didn't know where to start or begin. It sounded like you either started a beat too early, like a measure too early, or you ended too late. Like you went on a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Good homie, how you doing? So I'll say that for you, Jonathan. Bro, you got to step it up in production. I hope you didn't make the beat. If y'all made the beat, y'all need to make sure that you are investing into your craft. A lot of you dudes, when y'all come in here and y'all are like, I made the beat, it's like, that's cool, but is it gonna bang? Like, I swear, I see it all the time on my emails that I get. It's like, oh, I made the beat, I rapped on the joint, and I mixed and mastered it, and da-da. It's like, bro, that's not a good sign. I don't look at that as a good sign. When I see stuff like that, I get really worried and nervous because I'm like, dang, you didn't give 100% then. You split your percentage up of your energy. Like, you got to understand that. Like, when you're doing production, you're giving energy to that, and you're giving, effort into that. When you're doing rapping and you're even making up hooks, like that's in itself, that those are, when you're writing and all that, you have to write, you have to give, time to that. Then you're giving time to the mixing and mastering. Like, bro, that's not safe. In my opinion, I think that's a big way to like putting out half booty music. There's another word I would use for it, but just for the sake of you guys, there's just very like half done music, and you guys don't see it. You guys just look at like, man, I did all this work, but it's like nah, you really didn't do a lot. What you ended up doing was a little bit of everything. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you can still submit. If you're trying to submit right now, go ahead and email me to RapZillaLive. Look at the pinned comment right there. RapZillaLiveSubmit@gmail.com. So don't be that type of artist that does a little bit of everything. Be that type of artist that gives 100% into something, like one thing. You know what I'm saying? So we talking booty. You stupid, bro. But I'm being serious, man. A lot of you guys, y'all end up sending me music that's just half done, and it's like, because you only gave so much here, you only gave so much here, you only gave so much here. A lot of you guys think that that's a lot of work, but it becomes a lot of work because you're not giving 100% into one thing. You're being like select, like you're just giving, you're stretching yourself. You're stretching yourself. Don't stretch yourself. This man said half cheek music. Jay, what up, Jay? I didn't even know you were in here. Just the left cheek. What up, Jay? Shout out Jay like the alphabet, man. But it's serious, man. Seriously, you know. With this one, I gotta go with a 3 on this one. Bro, find some production that complements you. Give me some more energy. Not yelling on the record. Fix your dynamics. And you know, practice, man. Practice is always making yourself perfect. Invest into yourself. If you're gonna go into this music thing, listen to me. You're gonna need to invest into yourself. So invest into yourself, bro. Shout out to you, Jonathan. Appreciate you submitting. I'm at a 3 with the joint. All right, let's keep it going, guys. Again, if you're trying to submit, email me to rapzillalivesubmit@gmail.com. I still got spots available. Make sure that you pay for your spot. That's the only way you're gonna get critiqued tonight. Let's keep it going. The song, and guys, if you don't know, we go late all the time. So if you're like, what time does this joint end? Like, bro, we go late. You know what I'm saying? So we're here all night. The song's called The Night Dark. The Night Dark? Sounds like a movie. The song is by an artist by the name of Destiny. Let's go ahead and check this record out.
D-Mark got that heat.
The night dark, but I'm cruising these streets. I'ma light 'em up, I keep that thing on me. Riding solo, but I ain't one deep. Boy right beside me, so I ain't lonely. In the cold world, so I'm rolling with heat. Keep one on the dash, keep one under the seat. I got enemies, so I keep one in reach. If they lay me down tonight, my soul yours to keep. Lord, my soul yours dark night. Still cruising the ride, no light, and I'm hitting the block. Devil's out, it's 3 on the dot. Fire on me, nigga, pulling up high. Shadows working, lurking round the clock. They don't get tired, they always on watch. Heat is scheming, I just let them fly. Sitting traps, wanted me to get caught. Stay strapped with a bob and no block. Dealing with demons, the shooter be shot. Dealing with this, they bound to get popped. Making the demons, you win or you not. Got in my dog, yeah, they my nigga, my angels, my hitters. Won't pray they gon' hit you, don't want them again. Shit, they coming to get you. Gang, don't care who be with you. Carry my cross while I wait for the crown. Ain't scared of no devil, he scared of me now. Hitters and hitters that's holding me down. Next to a killers that don't play around. Straight to the trumpet, I'm praying it sound. Demons gon' tremble, gon' shake with the ground. Babylon falling, you better come out. I run in this kingdom, I'm snatching them out. Do this for God, don't do it for clout. Looking for real, it's a drought. Jesus the way, he the route. Jesus the gate, he the out. Still don't believe it, I'm doubt. I know a snake when they open their mouth. They hiding in shadows, I see what they bout. Till the sun come back in them clouds, no matter how dark, nigga, I'ma be out. The night dark, but I'm cruising these streets. I'ma light 'em up, I keep that thing on me. Riding solo, but I ain't one deep. Boy right beside me, so I ain't lonely. In the cold world, so I'm rolling with heat. Keep one on the dash, keep one under the seat. I got enemies, so I keep one in reach. If they lay me down tonight, my soul yours to keep. Lord, my soul yours to keep. Devil got eyes on me, and he mean me harm, homie. The devil a lie, don't be alarmed, homie. Now keep a sidearm on me, nigga, don't be surprised. Sending these birds to fix, sending them back to back. But I keep that danger for this. I ain't running, they know where I'm at, nigga. I hit the block and they run. Just so when that Bible in hand, 100 shot, they go land. I be gunning them down where they stand. Before I make a move, I talk to the man. I got the vision, but he got the plan. I'm on a mission, they all in the trend. Pressure that prison, I can't take a chance. It's a lot of us hitters, he know we advance. He know we advance. I can tell he upset. Me and my mans, holding our stance, no matter how dark that it get. So weary, no rest. 99 day next. He ain't seen nothing yet. Spiritual war for the load, I'm a vet. Try taking me out, cause he know I'm a threat. Yeah, Should Christ be the net? On the battleship, bound to get wet. Surrender to none, cause God that lead. Ain't waving no flag, cause it ain't no retreat. If I die tonight, then my soul is the dark, but I'm cruising these streets. I'ma light 'em up, I keep that thing on me. Riding solo, but I ain't one deep. Going right beside me, so I ain't lonely. In the cold world, so I'm rolling with heat. Keep one on the dash, keep one under the seat. I got enemies, so I keep one in reach. If they lay me down tonight, my soul yours to keep, Lord. My soul yours to keep.
Hey, man. Hey, bruh. Hey, she was going in, bro. She was going in. So some of y'all probably like, hey, is this like a Christian record, right? It's like, I'll tell you this. Again, that song was called The Night Dark. And it was by Destiny. I'll say this. It sounds like she's really like kind of going back and forth, like a struggle. Like I ain't gonna lie, like it's part of her sounded like, you know, she was trying to give glory to God, but the other part was like, I'm in the streets, bruh. It was like, hey man, she was going in. She's like, if you don't love Jesus, I'm gonna catch this case. Oh my gosh. I'll say this. Yeah, it was a girl. I heard the N-word. See that this is where I think the intro needs a little help, but overall I thought she was good. I thought it was good. I like the verses. You have to reach the streets. I thought Seven was the only one who could say that. Can you put I regretted AK? What? I don't understand what you're saying, bro. So I think for me, you say, wait, that was a female? Yeah, it was a girl. It was definitely a girl, right? Hold on, let me go to the music video. She got a music video. Oh yeah, that's a girl. Yeah, that's a girl. I'll say this. I'm I'm not gonna read that comment. I would say this. I feel like she definitely needs work. I felt like the beat was super dated to me. And then she had like the stacked vocals and stuff like that. It sounded super like mixtape type of record. Now, here's the thing. Some of that is kind of coming back too. Shout out J. Cole and Dreamville. They kind of... But if you're gonna do that, you need to make sure that it's a mixtape. Like, you need to make sure the DJ's on the joint. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Steven, you're right. I agree. I think she's a dope. I think she can spit. She has to work on her content, right? I feel like her talking about driving with her strap and stuff like that. Like, gotta work on that. And you're growing. You're probably growing. Hopefully you're growing in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't know, this is a Christian hip hop channel. And we usually try to critique Christian hip hop. So just giving you a heads up. If you weren't doing Christian hip hop, that's cool. I hope you can, one day change up your content from talking about, and she was talking about protecting herself. I understand, but it's like, that's stuff that I wouldn't really brag about on the record. Like, man, I keep that tucked with me. Like through the whole record, maybe like a line in a verse, That's cool. Just to let people know, like, try Jesus but don't try me type of thing. That's cool. I think I've heard, the thing with me is like when I hear records like this, I feel like I've heard them too much. Like that type of style of a record where it's just like, oh, man, I keep that heater on me. Like, it's like, I've heard that before, bro. Like, let me hear you do something a little bit more creative. You sound like you can spit though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sound like you can spit a lot better than some of these rappers that I've heard for sure. But it's time to update that sound. And that goes with engineering. That goes with the right type of beats. And that goes with even content. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of content that you're rapping about, I've heard it since UGK days back in in the 90s. I've heard it since Paul Wall days. You know what I'm saying? Like Chameleonaire days. Like I'm from Texas, so like I've heard that's the type of style I grew up with. 3 6 Mafia, all that type of stuff. I've heard that style since those days. And you know, if you're not, even some of those dudes have changed a lot of their content. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say this for you, Destiny. Switch up the content, make it more thought-provoking. Make me want to sit down to your record and want to think about what you're really talking about in these streets. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to talk about what you're going through in the streets. I think that's dope. I think there's a difference between talking about it and flaunting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's good for people to be flaunting about wanting to kill somebody or flaunting about, like, man, I made $1 million off of selling coke. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not stuff I want to sit down and listen to as an adult with my kids and my wife. You know what I'm saying? I want something to help me think about even maybe the struggle you've been through. You know, the life that you're living right now. That type of stuff. This goes for every artist in here. If you want to get hyped and do some hype music, that's cool. But like, make it something that we can actually celebrate. You know what I'm saying? You don't celebrate killing somebody. Like, you should never celebrate that. If you're celebrating like anything else like that, somebody got to text OB. Oh, what happened? You said this is Street CHH. I don't think you heard the lyrics for real. I'm just kind of ranting right now. OB, the comments. My bad. I was sorry when I start talking. Hold on. Let me apologize. If y'all were saying something in the chat, I'm sorry. When I start talking and I start going, I just started talking. So my bad if I didn't catch the chat. What you said? Comments. You got to read the lyrics, my brother. You got to twist it. My bad. Do you have the lyrics on you? Because I didn't get the lyrics on here. I just had your song. She was saying the Bible is her weapon. Oh. I'm sorry. I thought you were like. She never said about killing. No. I'm not saying she said that either. If you heard me too, she said she do sound like she killed a couple people though. I hear you. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I didn't say she killed anybody or she was parading about it. What I was saying was like content. I was just attacking the content directly. You get what I'm saying? Not her content. But I'll be real. It did sound like she was like hunting the streets. And the reason why is because she was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just kind of sounded a little too much about it. I was really like, and it was hard. I'll say this: there was some it was some things that were like some lyrics that were hard to grasp because of the engineering. That's why I was even attacking that. I was saying, hey, the engineering on this record and the production on this record, I would love to hear it more updated because I think she can definitely spit. I think records like this is why I let it play on, and this is why I was trying to say in the chat. Because some people get mad and they're all like, Obi, she cussed and this and this and that. And I'm like, if she's really in the streets, if she's really going through it, like I give that a big pass, man, because some of these, you gotta understand, like cultures, and like, if you don't ever leave where you're from and go visit like some of the rough areas in the U.S., you don't understand like what they go through out there. You feel me? She does have a video on YouTube, by the way, guys, so y'all can go check it out. I didn't get to play the video. I just played the song. The reason why I talk about that too is like there's certain times where I let people like cuss and because in my mind I'm like, bro, I don't know the life that they live, and God could be working on them in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And I was waiting for her to drop like an F-bomb and anything like that, because if she did that, then I would probably kind of like tread back a little bit and be like, was it used in a certain? How was the context? I always think about context. You know what I'm saying? So in my thing, I'm like, yo, she's been through it in the streets, because it really did sound like you had a heater on you. Like I was like, homegirl's really out there trying to like kill somebody. No, but at the same time, that goes to show mixing and mastering why it's got to be more clearer. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely like to hear on a track about something else. Yes, I agree, Steven. I think if you wanted to make it more clearer, Destiny, you gotta step it up with engineering. Step it up with the engineering, and step it up with a beat that like I can really hear you. You know what I'm saying? She said, but that's the streets. That's why I agree with you. I agree wholeheartedly. Southbound chick. Oh, is that Destiny? I don't know if that's her. I thought that was Destiny. But no, I wholeheartedly agree with that. That's why for me, I give it grace. She's like, yes, sir. Lyrics on Apple Music. Promise something about my Bible being my strap. Okay, that's dope. I think it was the MP3 compressed file. But that's the thing. That's why for me, when I'm hearing certain things like that, like I give it grace. I give it a pass, because for me, I'm like, that's what the streets is. That's what, like, if you go to their culture, bro. Some of these people get mad. Like some of these church people, they get real mad about like, oh, they're talking like, I'm like, bro, do you know the amount of years they grew up in that environment? It doesn't just like happen like that. Like walking with Jesus is a walk with Jesus. It's not like a flip the switch, turn on the next day. That person's like, it's a walk. It's gonna take time. That person's not gonna be glorified until they're with Christ. So in that whole context, that's why whenever I hear somebody cussing or certain things like that, I'm like, man, I give it a lot of grace, because I'm like, I don't know what these people have been through. I don't know their cultures. I don't know their environments. That's why whenever some of y'all get at me like, oh, B, they're cussing in the trap, I'm like, well, what are they saying? You know what I'm saying? But what are they saying? What's the context of their cussing? So that's why I'm like, what do they really, really see? Yeah, some people don't agree with Christian rap. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, that too. Some people hate like church folks. There's a lot of church folks that it's 2022 and they still don't like, rap beats or hip hop or anything. They don't like Christian hip hop. They think it should not be in the church. So that's why whenever I heard her and she was like saying certain things, I was like, but her context wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? She said, trust me, and from a very conservative church, but God showed me the work with this type of CHH. I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. That's why when I heard her, I was like, her context wasn't bad. She was just like being real. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's got to be people that need to be like that. And some people are not going to agree with it. But I'm like, to those people who don't agree with it, I give them grace too. You know why? Because I used to be like them too. I used to be that cookie, like, oh, this is not CHH. Turn this off. It's like, I give grace on both ends. But I'm a little harder on the other guys because I came from that area. So that's why I give mad respect to people who tell me the truth. Like Destiny sounded like she's really been through it, and I love that heart. I want to hear more of that. That's the type of stuff I want to hear. I hear too many turn up records now. I'm like, yo, where's the content of like what you've been through? Destiny, keep going. I love the message you're bringing. Let's clean it up though with clarity. Let's get you some dope beats. Listen to the beat I got right here. I'm selling it right now. Feel me? And I got other beats too that I'm gonna be posting soon. But yo, holla at me. Holla at other dope producers. Okay, hip hop in the mix. My boy Opto is a dope producer as well. My big brother T Willa, man, shout out to him. He's been killing it with beats as well. You just need some updated production. I hear that you need updated sounds and updated production. That's where I want to hear you more in that. Work on your dynamics as well. Make sure you're not so monotone. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, make sure you clean up a little bit of like. The one thing is too, Destiny, is you don't want to get a lot of people misconstrued with your message either. So try to clean that up a little bit. I'm not telling you to dumb it down. I'm telling you to make sure that it's clear, that the message is clear, that when people are listening to it, they go, oh, she's talking about her Bible. You feel me? So, so yeah, shout out 100 Gram. I'll say 100 Gram too is another dope producer you can cop beats from. But yeah, and then you can holler at me too. So, shout out to Destiny. I'm at a 6 with the joint because I love the message. The fact that she's coming from the streets and she's really talking. I just need some better production for her, some updated production and some updated mixing and mastering. Shout out Destiny, man. Y'all go give her a follow too. What was her Instagram? Some people are asking where they can follow her at. Destiny_Wallace. Destiny Wallace, everybody. All right, Destiny. I'm gonna be looking forward more to your stuff. Some people were asking about YouTube. On YouTube, hold up. Let me put the link to her video. Give me a second. I'm gonna post a link to your video, Destiny, on the YouTube chat because they want to know. Copy. How do I copy this? Try it. Copy. There you go. That's her right there. Destiny Wallace. Shout out to Destiny. The song's called The Night Dark, and it's under Destiny. The Night Dark. Destiny, I'm really like, I gotta say this. Because I'm tired of hearing about this, or I'm tired of seeing this. For some reason, I'll be seeing some really dope female artists be coming through, not just the Critique Fridays, but actually be killing it. You know what I'm saying? In Christian hip hop. But for some reason, there's a big lack of consistency. I've been seeing so much inconsistency with a lot of female artists, and I gotta say this, man, just because I think they're dope and I want to hear more of their music, but then they disappear, and I'm like, what happened? Because like some of you guys are really, really dope, but it's like, where have you been, or where are you going, or what's going on? So Destiny, if I can ask anything of you, it'd be to stay consistent, stay putting out music, especially you being a female artist. It's a lot harder in a world, especially in the music world, where it's very male driven. You understand? You have to work 10 times as harder, which sucks. I hate that for you. But when you come here, you will be treated equally. I promise you. All I want to see from you is consistency. I want to see that from every female artist and every artist in general. But we all know that when it comes to like female artists, because of the way the industry is, it's always like, oh, they need to work even, like, where they been, this and that. You got to show your face even more. You know what I'm saying? So for you, keep showing your face here. I want to hear more of you, and I want to hear your growth. So keep killing it. Shout out Destiny Wallace, everybody. Really dope artist. All right. Let's keep it going. All right. We have the song called Amazing by Scarlet Letter Society. I don't know about the name. I'm a little curious about that name. Amazing. Let's go ahead and check this record out. Again, guys, if you want to submit, go ahead and submit right now. Get on the critique list.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Too many choose the artificial over the official. Some say I hate you, well now that's another issue. I mean, to come clean, it's more than a love thing. It's more like a love spring, the peace that your love brings. Your heart sings with every written word, and yes, I cling to it. You call me blessed, now that's got kind of a nice ring to it. It rings truest whenever I feel bluest. Whenever I'm going through it, just know that I'm going through it. So go and do it, Lord, for like the 1,000th time. And if I ever turn my back on you, I've lost my mind. When no one wanted me, poverty right in front of me, taking my life confronted me. You picked me up and made me shine. So maybe I'm one of the grateful kind. Maybe they think I'm crazy and maybe I think that's fine. Or maybe I know that people just out there reciting lines. And maybe if I just tell them, then maybe they'll finally find the truth. I can feel your love. I can feel your, I can feel your love. Ever since I fell in love with you. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. People decide to play the victim sometimes. I've been a victim to religion, been a victim to lies. I was a victim to my vision. What I see with my eyes, I often internalize it. It gets trapped in my mind, but you've been so good to me. You've been so patient and kind, and you don't throw me away just cause I stepped out of line. Often I battle with temptations of the ugliest kind. How could you sit there for the 660th time? I messed up, but you're the blessed, just waiting for me to fess up. I pray I'm being sincere, but grateful I even care. It's weird, I know I ain't fooling you, that's what the foolish do. And you know so much more about me than I even do. So in the moments when I'm lost to myself, take me right back to that place where I discovered my help. Lord, I don't ever want to get so smart that I can look at all this order all around us and convince myself there is no God. I can feel your love. I can feel your, I can feel your love. I need you more. Ever since I fell in love with you. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Da 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 da.
Your love is amazing.
Da 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 da.
Your love takes me places that I never knew before. Your love is amazing.
Da 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 da.
Your love takes me places that I never knew before. Your love is amazing.
You love me like this, my God. I wonder how you love me like this. I wonder how you love me like this. I wonder how you love me like this. I wonder how you love me like this, my God. I wonder how you love me like this. I wonder how you love me like this. Love me like this. I wonder how you love me like this.
Okay. That was Scarlet Letter Society with their song Amazing. All right. My big question. Now, here's the thing. The song wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad song, right? My thing is like, are y'all trying to go for Christian hip hop? Or what are y'all trying to go for? That's my big question. I'm really curious about that. Because it did sound like you had an artist in there that was rapping. Now, did it fit? I felt like it fit. I felt like that fit more, like the artist that was rapping. He sounded like he only needed to be in there for like an Easter special or like a Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Not that this was a Christmas record, but like let's say they had an Easter event and they're all like, "Yo, we have this one song. It'd be nice to have like a Christian rapper come and be in the record." You know what I mean? Like CCM always be doing that. You know what I'm saying? I think the big thing I always wonder is what up, DJ Ant? Shout out DJ Ant in the building. I just felt like it was very like it was super church oriented, like very CCM dressed. It was like it had a feel of like they were trying to be like a Mumford and Sons mixed with like, what is it, 2010 Lecrae, 2009 Lecrae. Because even the rapper, right, like I feel like the rapper, he sounded like, now here's the thing, when you rap today, you can't rap on the beat, no pun intended, right? Like you can't rap, you gotta find a certain pocket. Like if you're rapping like, I'm gonna rap like this when the beat is going off and I'm doing this, like you can do that, but some people might not really vibe to that. And I feel like this artist, this rapper was really rapping to their beat. Like he was really on the metronome, like trying to hit those notes trying to hit his rhythms on the metronome. Pretty, like he was pretty accurate with it. I felt like he didn't have his own pocket. So when I'm hearing the rapping, I'm like, that part I really cringe, because it just sounds like, to me, it sounds like I have a thing that I call it, but I don't want people to get mad. I don't want people to get mad about it, but people are gonna get mad about it anyways. Mike, please don't get mad about it if you hear what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to paint you a picture of what it sounds like. I call it like dad raps. You know, like I just picture like a dad with like Dockers and like a tucked in plaited shirt, and he's like, "Go to school, kids. Eat your lunch." He said CHH rap rock with a Caribbean flair. It sounded good. Like, don't get me wrong, it sounded good. But if you're doing it for Christian hip hop, it's not Christian hip hop. It's definitely not. This is definitely like CCM. You know what I'm saying? I just want the rapper to not rap like, you know, he has suspenders on. I want him to rap like he has like his own sound. It just felt like too much, like it sounded too much like old school Lecrae mixed with like Flame. It sounded too much of that. He said, "I'm a dad and I rap." Is that the same? What up, Q? Did you go to Holy Smoke this year? You say you like it, and that's the thing. It might not be. It's not a bad. That's what I said. It's not a bad song. Remember what I said in the beginning? I said it's not a bad song. It sounds more, and that's why I said, but I want to know, are you guys trying to go for Christian hip hop? Because this is a Christian hip hop show. I don't mind people sending anything in, but I'm going to call it for what it is. This is more of a CCM record. Like, you can definitely get there, especially with the 5 minutes of a like you had 5 minutes in this song. I think this might need to be an album version for you guys. Shout out 81, appreciate you 81 Lady Green for copping the badge. I think that's my big thing is that it just sounds more CCM. It sounds more catered to CCM. I felt like that little bit of rap part, that's why I said what I said. It didn't sound like a Christian hip hop record. It just sounded like it was like Mumford & Sons mixed in with like, hey, let's get a rapper to be on this parts. You know what I'm saying? You said a winter jam special. Yes. I wholeheartedly agree with that. It is definitely a winter jam special, a big church night out special, where, you know, the Newsboys is like doing their thing and Toby Mac comes out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? that's what it felt like. You know what I'm saying? So, Miracle, what up? You said KJ5. No, but like KJ5 2 is actually like, he's considered Christian rap. You know what I'm saying? He said, appreciate the feedback at CCM. Okay, so CCM, it makes sense. Now, if I'm saying like, if you're going for CCM, this is perfect. This is exactly, I mean, I would definitely shop it to a CCM network or like a label like Word. You know what I'm saying? And see what they can do or what y'all can do with it. Y'all sound good. Like, that's why I said it's not a bad song. It's just very long. It's very long. I wasn't a big fan of the rap per se because it sounds like a CCM rap type of a record. That's what I'm getting at. Like, it just sounded too much like too cookie cutter. That's what CCM is. I'm sorry, but it really is. But there's nothing bad about that. Like, if you want to go that route, go that route. Kill it, bro. Like, y'all actually have that good sound for that. So, shout out to y'all. Y'all definitely have a sound for CCM. I think if y'all were trying to go for like a Christian rap song, I would say it was really too long, and you know, just elements in there that you would need to like switch up a lot. But y'all not going for that route, so never mind that. CCM, yeah, it's a good record. I definitely give it a 9, just because it's too long for me. Like, I really don't listen to. I listen to CCM, but I try not to listen to it like all the time, like just because it's just a lot of the same. I'm gonna be honest. But other songs are more CHH. You said, but other songs are more CHH. What do you mean? Like, you have other records that are CHH? I would like to hear those. Again, I am not saying anything bad about this record, saying that it can't do good in CCM. I think it will. I personally, like, I would probably, like, yeah, I would probably, like, kill the timestamp a little bit because I feel like it's, like, very long. It's, like, 5 minutes plus a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. If you have Christian hip-hop records, man, send them in. Send them in. You said you have 15 of them? Hey, bro, that's what's up. Send them in then. I would love to hear those. I feel like this was just too CCM. What is CCM? It's Christian contemporary music. That's what it is. Think about, like, you know, Hillsong. Oh, I want to see. Think about like for King and Country, Maverick City Music. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Like, that's CCM. Yeah. I appreciate you submitting, man. I think for CCM is definitely up there. I'm probably like at a I'm at like a 9 with it just because of the length of it. Pause. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it's a good record, man. Great job. Shout out to Scarlet Letter Society. Now, y'all's name actually works. Scarlet Letter Society is a dope Christian contemporary, like a dope CCM name. That will work easily in CCM for sure. He said Maverick City has dad raps, but there's still Maverick City, which is CCM. Definitely 2 CCM groups, not doing cookie cutter though. You said it's song of the night? No, I wouldn't say it's song of the night. I think it's a good song, but you gotta think like I'm trying to do more when we're showing like we're trying to tackle more of like our Christian hip hop circuit, right? Yeah, I wouldn't say it's song of the night, no. But it's a good song. It's a really good song. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Next artist we have is Junior Foster. The song is The Knock Drip. This Knock Drip. Come on, guys. Let me get a 10 tonight, please. Let me get a 10 tonight. Y'all need to submit me some 10s right now. Everybody at Holy Smoke, tell everybody there to submit some 10s tonight. Warren Foster, This Knock Drip. I might eat my words. I don't know. This Knock Drip. I don't know what. All right, let's check this right now. Please submit more, guys.
This not drip like fountains, yeah. This not drip like get out my wave. This not drip like holy water. This not drip like when did it rain. This not drip like fountains, yeah. This not drip like get out my wave. This not drip like holy water. This not drip like when did it rain. Yo, this not drip. Wait, this not drip like waterfalls. This not drip. This not drip on all of y'all. Wait, this not drip. This not drip like waterfalls. This not drip. This not drip on all of y'all. Wait, this right here my favorite part, where I spaz like Joan of Arc, splashing with my Brody. You can call the golden bars, barking with my dinky dogs. Yeah, we fresh like Dougie. With that milk and honey, get a taste of holy God. My art, unique, one of a kind. Picasso, they rhymes, nail on chalkboard. I cut ears off like Van Gogh while they build those sand castles. My foundation's on the rock while they throwing monkey turds. Me and Arrow took our shot. We like dang. Now they hating like dang. They handling beeswax. They hot like Taki. So yeah, the kids they fiendin'. We took steps like Rocky. Do you know what the creed is? We slap any demons in the name of Jesus. Yeah. This not drip like fountains. Yeah. This not drip like get out my wave. This not drip like holy water. This not drip like when did it rain. This not drip like fountains. Yeah. This not drip like get out my wave. This not drip like holy water. This not drip like when did it rain. This not drip. This not drip like waterfalls. This not drip. This not drip on all of y'all. Wait, this not drip. This not drip like waterfalls. This not drip. This not drip on all of y'all. Yo, this that moment where most say that they're fly. Yo, this that moment where most say they got cash. But at this moment I am rooted, fruit plumping with juices. Cut my God with you and spit you out if you're tasteless and bad. I got these seeds in my bag, I got this hope in my heart. The drip, it comes from my dad. Cause when I catch the wave, guaranteed it's gon' hit you with its flash. When I catch the vibe, put a spit it in the lab. Till I dance the K-pop, bad boy P. Diddy, my soul glow bright. Leroy, too litty, my city been ready to blow. Ready to sow, reap the harvest like never before. 104 soldier with quotes. Bringing life to the broken afflicted. No competition, only mission, submission to the one risen. Oh yeah, we going up. And the drip so hard, it's gonna drown someone. This not drip like fountains, yeah. This not drip like get out my wave. This not drip like holy water. This not drip like when did it rain. This not drip like fountains, yeah. This not drip like get out my wave. This not drip like holy water. This not drip like when did it rain. This not drip. This not drip like waterfall. Wait, this not drip. This not drip like all of y'all. Wait, this not drip. This not drip like waterfall. Yo, this not drip. This not drip on all of y'all.
Is it Junior Foster or is it Warren Foster? I'm seeing Warren Foster come up now. I'm just gonna stick with Junior Foster. Junior Foster with his song "This Not Drip." What y'all think, chat? Talk to me. I've seen a lot of comments already. Talk to me, chat. What up, Linnea? Shout out Linnea in the building. Southbound says, bad stage name. Okay, this song. Stop, Jack. I see someone give it a 7. Y'all need to tell me the truth. Talk to me. Y'all need to stop doing it. I need some real give me some real feedback, guys. I wanted to hear what y'all guys think. He said, let's talk about MIA. Why? He said, I'm not sure how to critique. Dat One Beats gave it a 2. JD Presley gives it a 4. Eduardo Roman, he said, sounds corny. Paul, what's up, Paul? Paul Anthony says he needs a lot of work. Southbound says beat was good, but the artist did not deliver. I did like the beat. I actually did like the beat. You say you need a better setup, dog. Hey, bro, listen. If you're gonna pay for it, then talk to me. If you ain't, go subscribe somewhere else. I'm gonna tell you one thing. This is not the normal setup. I am on the road right now. We've been on the road for a while. We're literally in an apartment right now. Only reason being is because we're in America. Normally I'm in Canada. I have my studio set up, everything, all that good mess. Here, I unfortunately have to go with these curtains. These beautiful curtains. They suck, I know. They don't look good, but they cover like when my family is going to the kitchen to get something to eat or something to drink. So I'd rather you look at these ugly little curtains than you looking at my family when they're going in and out of the kitchen. So that's why they look this way. That's why it looks like what it looks like. If you got something to know, hey, holla at your boy. If you want to bless Critique Fridays, do your thing. It sounds like it's from the 90s, Christina Thomas said. When I hear Dip, I'm automatically thinking about Trap or Migos. Oh, Drip. I think that's what you meant. That was nowhere near. Beat was nice. I can hear him good, but he need a different style. Are you moving to the States? No, we're not. We're just visiting out here right now. We're gonna be going back. I'll be going back to Canada in like a month or so. Okay, so I'm hearing a lot of good feedback from you guys. So this is my feedback for this record. I think first and foremost, I appreciate the engineering. He had some decent engineering on there. The beat was banging. The beat was pretty nice too. I really enjoyed that. Now, here's the thing. I felt like he himself as the artist, when he came in, his energy was just like right here, and it stayed right here, like up here. So, he came in with that like almost E40 over exaggerated, but like to a even more over exaggerated. Cause E40, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, boy, dread so shaking. I ain't even don't like you. Like he would like, oh, he would have that type of voice. My man's Junior Foster, he came through and he was like, this right now, knock and do. This right drip, knock and do. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was he saying? This drip, knock. This knock drip. This knock drip. Like, he kept doing that. And it was just like overwhelming, my man. Like, it was overly done. Like, it was just too much E40 in your throat. Pause. But it really was. It was like my man was really trying to overdo the E40 sound, and I was like, ooh. You feel me? So, bro, what my big thing is, like, I love the animating, like you were trying to be animated. I appreciate that, but it was just it was really overdone. So I would say try to find your sound and where it really complements the track, and the track complements you. You know what I'm saying? here's how you critique people for rap: delivery, presence, lyrics, wordplay, style, relevance, uniqueness, content. For song, production. Well, yeah, I hit on all those things. So I would say, yeah, man, the way you delivered it, it was just, you might have been saying some stuff, right? I'm gonna get to the content of the hook though, but I'll say this: like, you might have been saying, like, had a message, but your whole message was overlooked because of your delivery. Your delivery was all like just too much animation. It just kind of was hard for me to kind of just sit there and enjoy your music. When we sit there and we listen to music, we're enjoying it at the end of the day. Either it makes us turn up, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I appreciate you, so I understand. Music makes you want to turn up. Music makes you want to stop and think and just relax. Music makes you want to catch a vibe. Music makes you want to even fall in love. It creates moods, right? But the thing is, whenever we heard your music, it just felt like it was hard to catch any of those things. The reason why was because of just your energy, your delivery. It was just too overdone, man. You got to find a sound for yourself that really, really complements you and everything that you're trying to accomplish. Complements the message, it complements the track, it complements you as an artist, and it creates a sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I think about Jack Harlow. I know a lot of people hate on him, which I don't understand why. Jack Harlow is actually a really good rapper. He has a really good sound. It's real chill, and I like it because, like, you can actually sit and you can listen, understand him, and I can enjoy him. You know, some of his records, not all of them, but but for the most part, I felt like Jack Harlow did not sound like Jack Harlow before. I felt like he didn't start rapping like, what's poppin', brand new whip just hopped it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like he didn't come and start off that way. I felt like he had to kind of go through some trial and error. But that's music in general, right? Being an artist, it's all about trial and error. You find your sound, or you mess around with a sound, and then you realize, nah, that's not for me. Same thing with you. I think you're in that area of trial and error. So right now, I feel like we found your error, which is your delivery, and we need to work on that. Now, when it comes to the content of your hook, the whole like drip thing needs to go. That drip, like this drip knock, or this knock drip. I don't even understand this knock drip. This knock drip. What I didn't understand what the content, what that meant. This knock drip. It just help me understand that. If you're in the chat, like, please help me understand that. I would say this: the whole concept of drip is so played out already. Like, that's done. Somebody said something about drip, and they kind of take it. It just reminds them of the Migos. I agree, right? Raindrop, drop top. You know, it's all about dripping, right? And it just reminds me of that too. And I feel like, man, that's so played out. Like, I've heard people do songs that are called Holy Drip. Pause. I've heard people say, like, you know, drip and wave and all this stuff, and mainly Holy Drip, or that drip. It's always been drip, Holy Drip, Jesus drip, Christ drip, drip Christ. Like, I've heard every single type of drip in Christian hip hop. I promise you. That being said, it's been overly done. Especially even by the world. It feels like one of those, like, hey, let's get one of those, those Caruso t-shirts the Christians make. It's like, instead of like Call of Duty, it's like Called to Duty, and it's like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but it's like Christian warfare. It's like, it sounds like we do that whenever it comes to topics like drip, swag, like swag turned into Saved with Amazing Grace. I'm like, oh my God. Like, you know what I'm saying? You said it means the beat slaps, knock slapper. Okay, yeah, but it wasn't a good hook. Well, I'm just being for real. Like, I've heard every single one of those. You know what I'm saying? So, that being said, you got to come up with something more creative, and that comes to like creative writing. You know what I'm saying? Like, work on your creative writing. Again, as a Christian, we come up with these concepts. We need to make sure that we say it, rap in some way that I've never heard it before. The whole knock drip, like this knock drip, okay, this beat slaps. If that's what you were meaning, I still didn't feel like no content. Like, the beat slapped. You're right. The beat was slapping, but you didn't need to rap about that. The beat already spoke that for you. So that's something that you can get out the way. You don't got to make the whole hook like about the beat slapping. The beat already, like, that's some things that you guys got to understand too. Like, some of you guys rap the obvious. If we know the beat slaps, let it slap. We already going to say that. You know what I'm saying? Speak your content, like talk your content on the joint, but like talk about something that just, you know, it's not like it's what is it? It's just like stuff that's like the obvious. Like, you don't gotta say all that, because I feel like even that in itself is a little like, come on, we don't gotta, like, it's Sunday, right? And I have a Bible and I'm walking down the street towards the church, and somebody says, "Hey, you headed to church?" It's like, yes. You see the Bible in my hand. I'm clearly about to open the church door. You know what I'm saying? It's like those type of common sense, like, okay, you don't gotta say it though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just who said it? Jeff Foxworthy, right? He's a comedian. He said he was taking his family skiing one time, and he hates when people just, you know, give him like state the obvious. He had skis on top of on his top of the car, and he was pumping gas, and someone was like, "Hey, you going skiing?" And he's like, "No, I just, you know, if our car flips over, we just, you know, the skis are gonna catch us and let us drift off slowly." Like, it's just like to state the obvious. Like, you don't gotta state the obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want more content than that. We want more substance than that. Shout out to Eduardo. Thank you for thank you for calling that out. It's just like, some of y'all rappers though, y'all be doing that in y'all's records. Y'all be like, "This beat go hard." It's like, we know, we can hear it, bro. It's just like, come on, give me some content. You know what I'm saying? Kello, what's up? Ask Steven. Steven knows if we got your submission. He's like, yeah, here's your sign. Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of what I was wanting to talk about, Junior. I think for you, really create something that with a little bit more content that we can actually, you know, knock to. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like, be like, yo, this is dope. Don't state the obvious. The beat was already cold. We already knew that. Give me a dope hook. That comes into like even you having to get a collaboration. That probably would have worked for you. So get a collaboration. I'm at like listen, you can rap, but you got to find your voice. You were very nasally. I'm at like a 5. I'm at a 5 with the joint. So, because I like the beat. I appreciate the mixing and mastering. I think he can rap. He just does not have the delivery yet, and he has to work on that. So find your delivery, Junior. Find your delivery. Appreciate you submitting, bro. And he didn't do it. He didn't do as bad. Feel me? Bro, since you're in Canada, can you please rock with Terrence Richmond? Tell him to hit me up. I don't know. I'm like, he has influenced so many Christian hip hop artists in NorCal. Mostly he was a lot of our youth pastor. Holla at him, man. Tell him to hit me up. Look, any artists that y'all tell me to hit up, like, tell them to hit me up, and we could probably, you know, work if he has budget. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's keep it going. Guys, again, if you have not submitted, go ahead and submit. Next up, we have somebody that I'm always gonna hit this button on.
Change your name.
Forever. Song's called Anemic. My man Forever came through. I told him I'm always gonna be hitting that button on him. Submit your songs right now, guys. Get on the critique list if you have not gotten on there yet, and let's keep it going, man. Forever with his song Anemic. Let's check this joint out.
Always at the backs of the ones who claim they need me. Gave my last, I was looking so anemic. So focused on the past, I wasn't dreaming. Just fighting all these demons. I was looking for a way up out of this hell. So many blows, I'm surprised they wasn't ringing the bell. Got used to thinking I was really going to hell. I wrote my last two, I don't really care what you smell. Got used to the fails. Owed so much, didn't even open the mail. In a downward spiral, didn't know who to tell. Only wanna live this life, you don't know how it feels. Sleeping on the floor, in the cold. Felt like I was in the belly of the beast with these problems. So many switch up, I don't know who keep it solid. Couldn't find a step, man, I'm steady at the bottom. Knowing I need Jesus, so I can't follow. It's never been easy. Always at the backs of the ones who claim they need me. Gave my last, I was looking so anemic. So focused on the past, I wasn't dreaming. Just fighting all these demons. I was looking for a way up out of this hell. So many blows, I'm surprised they wasn't ringing the bell. Got used to thinking I was really going to hell. I wrote my last two, I don't really care what you smell.
They say you ain't got no emotions. I was broke on, steady diving deep, but I wasn't in the ocean. Steady back in heat, cause I didn't trust no one. I was in defeat, that's why I needed your love. I was on my knees, cause I needed to pray. Couldn't love myself, man, I needed a way. So far behind, I was losing the race. I just needed His grace, giving Him praise.
It's never been easy. Always at the backs of the ones who claim they need me. Gave my last, I was looking so anemic. So focused on the past, I wasn't dreaming. Just fighting all these demons. I was looking for a way up out of this hell. So many blows, I'm surprised they wasn't ringing the bell. Got used to thinking I was really going to hell. I wrote my last two, I don't really care what you smell. It's never been easy. Always at the backs of the ones who claim they need me. Gave my last, I was looking so anemic. So focused on the past, I wasn't dreaming. Just fighting all these demons. I was looking for a way up out of this hell. So many blows, I'm surprised they wasn't ringing the bell. Got used to thinking I was really going to hell. I wrote my last two, I don't really care what you smell.
Shout out to Forever with his song Anemic, man. What y'all think, guys? Chat, talk to me. Let me know what y'all feel, what y'all smell like. I wanted it to be more clear, Eduardo says. He kept it the same throughout. Like the beat, but the producer could have done better. Music A, music B to make a dramatic change. Rapper is melodic and solid. Love the flow, cadence, and engineering. Not bad. Backing vocals, not bad. Like the ending is good because of such a wild change. Okay, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, feels like it needs more vocally to match the energy of the beat. I'll be 100%. I didn't like the beat at all. I mean, I didn't like the beat for his what he's doing. I thought he was good. I just felt like the beat was a little too much. I felt like on that type of a beat, I wanted to hear Meek Mill. I didn't want to hear this. I didn't want to hear my man Mike be like singing. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like it needed that like Philly Meek Mill flow on that type of a beat. I mean, rapping like a heavy. I'm telling my head and gonna come on my head. You know what I'm saying? Like real hype. I wanted that. I wanted to hear that type of feel. Like it sounded like something that I'm waiting to hear like for a boxing special. You feel me? it just like the beat was going and it was very dramatic, and I felt like certain beats like that today, but they gotta have like a heavy artist on that, and I feel like Meek Mills is like one of those artists that can really capitalize it and make it sound fire. I didn't want to hear Forever like doing the, you know, no, like it was just like, it was alright. I just felt like he didn't match the beat. Yeah, the beat wasn't blending with the song as a whole, just sounded like he was rapping over it. Duke came in hard in the second verse when he started singing. Right. I'm not saying it wasn't like he didn't have his moments, but he had moments in the record. It just felt like it was just the wrong beat for him as a whole. It's like, it's not enough for me to be like, oh, this moment was dope for me to like the whole record. Like, I want to like the whole record. You know what I'm saying? If I like the majority of the record, then it makes more sense. But for me, I was like, this is like too chill right here, and the beat is like doing something a little bit more like hype. You feel me? I needed to hear, I just needed to hear something different with that beat. Like, I felt like he needs a more of a vibey track. It felt like I was wanting to hear more of like a Bryson Tiller beat, like a trap soul type of a beat, or even like a black type of a beat, as opposed to like his style, like, because it needed to fit his style, man. Like it just needed to. He had his moment there where like it kind of got hype, but you could do that even with the black beat or even with a Bryson Tiller type of a beat, and he would have sounded way better, like 100 times better on that type of a record. So I feel like dressing up your tracks. Hey, Steven, can you let Bam Bam know? He's been hitting me up, seeing where he's at. I don't know, like I don't have him up here. Could you just make sure that, you know, if we have him at all, really, because I don't see a Bam Bam on here. Yeah, his voice would sound something dope, more chill. That's what I'm saying. Like on a black type of a beat, or on a you know, a Bryson Tiller like trap soul type of a beat. We could figure that out. Yeah, Forever. Holla at me, bro. I'm actually working a lot this week. Bam Bam, I want you to know something. You got to be patient, bro. I know this might be your first time here, but we go to like 1 a.m. Like, you know what I'm saying? Forever, holla at me, bro. We could talk. I'm actually working a lot right now, so like, you know, we could talk. Yeah, bro. You need a new beat. You definitely need a new beat. Talk to me, bro. We can get you a new beat. Easy. That's a done-in one. I just need the BPM and the freaking key of the song, and we good. We Gucci. Donovan, appreciate you, man, submitting. If this is y'all's first time, Opto, what up? If this is y'all's first time, again, we go till late. We go till late. Tiwala in the building. Tiwala. All right, let's keep it going. I'll rate this one. I'm at like, I feel like it's not done yet. I feel like I like what you tapped into, but now you're fine. Now we're gonna find, you know, where you need to be. So I can give this personally. I give it like a 7. I give it a 7. I'm at a 7. Definitely a 7. Shout out to my man Forever. Change your name. Opto, that's cool, man. I'm in Texas, bro. I'm in Texas. We got the COVID. We got the Rona. All right. Next up, we got an artist by the name of Relief. Relief, the song's called Where Did My Life Go? Let's go ahead and check this record out.
Sometimes in life, we get off track. Where did my life go? But God, He's with us through it all. We might ask, where did my life go? Where did my life go? But He's been with us the whole way. Where did my life go? Poor eyesight, light low. Still my eyes to the sky, though. Wish I had the right goal. It's been hard cause the night's cold. If not for Christ, man, I might fold. Where did my life go? Poor eyesight, light low. Still my eyes to the sky, though. Wish I had the right goal. It's been hard cause the night's cold. If not for Christ, man, I might fold. God, I've been doubting, pouting, feeling without in this bout I'm in. The battle's ongoing, feel like I'm not growing. Promise I'm not showing down the direction that this is going. Don't feel like I have no hope. I don't see you in my boat. Wondering how much longer can I float. I just want to touch the hem of your coat. I need healing, every part of me an artery. I can hardly see you part my sea. Please, Jesus, hearken me. I'm calling, I'm falling. I wanna go all in, but I can't help it. I keep on stalling. I feel unable. Know I should be grateful, but inside I be hateful. I can't seem to find a label. Inventory isn't accurate. Feel inadequate and I'm sad at it. Life has become a tragic fit of anger. Feel hung up like a hanger. Where did my life go? Poor eyesight, light low. Still my eyes to the sky, though. Wish I had the right goal. It's been hard cause the night's cold. If not for Christ, man, I might fall. Where did my life go? Poor eyesight, light low. Still my eyes to the sky, though. Wish I had the right goal. It's been hard cause the night's cold. If not for Christ, man, I might fall. Wish I could throw out this hopeful message, but to be honest, my thoughts been real hectic. Hope feels dead, but I pray God will resurrect it. Help me reprioritize, get away from Satan's lies. Science so deep inside, at times I'll be so blind. I feel I can't even find a place to hide in God. A refuge or safe haven and praying. I'm just hoping God can save me, cause I've been feeling crazy. This stuff face me, amaze me, amaze me. So hard to figure out, I just get lazy. Like, why do I even try if this whole world a lie? But Lord, please revive me, help me find a way through the night to see you are Christ to me. An ever-present help in time of trouble, even this current puzzle. Lord, please help me before I crumble. Where did my life go? Poor eyesight, light low. Still my eyes to the sky, though. Wish I had the right goal. It's been hard cause the night's cold. If not for Christ, man, I might fold. Where did my life go? Poor eyesight, light low. Still my eyes to the sky, though. Wish I had the right goal. It's been hard cause the night's cold. If not for Christ, man, I might fold. Jesus, we need you. Truly, man, we do. All that we've been through, no one else would do. Jesus, we need you. Truly, man, we do. All that we've been through, no one else would do. Where did my life go? Poor eyesight, light low. Still my eyes to the sky, though. Wish I had the right goal. It's been hard cause the night's cold. If not for Christ, man, I might fall. Where did my life go? Poor eyesight, light low. Still my eyes to the sky, though. Wish I had the right goal. It's been hard cause the night's cold. If not for Christ, man, I might fold.
Yo, again, that was Where Did My Life Go by Relief. Bro, who is that? Is that Bone Crusher? What was it? Oh my goodness. I gotta find that. What is it, bro? I gotta find that. I think it's Bone Crusher, right? I'm just trying to find that tag, bro. Because he does it like, what is it, in Stomp the Yard? I swear he does it in Stomp the Yard. Yeah, Stomp the Yard. Okay, I was looking for it, but I can't find it, so. I just want that tag so I can just hit it and be like, attention! Bro. Okay, so shout out Relief. Shout out to the song, Where Did My Life Go? Alright, man. Somebody can find that for me. What do you guys think of this song, though? Did I find it? That wasn't it. Oh, no, that wasn't it. That was loud, bro. Oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me. Nah, that did not work. It was just like some random dude just moving around. I'll look for it later. Anyways, Forever says it was something. The cadence were very on beat. There you go. This is what I was talking about. I think that's the thing though. Like everything that I heard, he was like on metronome, on tempo. You guys got to understand when you're rapping. Yes, you have to be on a certain type of a beat, right? Like on a certain type of like the metronome is. You got to be somewhere in that pocket. If you're off, it's got to be intentional and it's got to sound good. If you're on, you can't be too on because it's going to sound like you're a robot. You get what I'm saying? That being said, make sure that you're tapping in and like working on your practicing, guys. Like practice your rhythms. You know, a good drummer doesn't just like become good, stay good, and just is good the whole time. There's practice to it. Right now, I'm not as good as a drummer as I used to be because I used to practice every day. Like at least 8 hours a day I used to practice before I was married and everything. And that being said, that created a certain type of consistency with me. That created a certain type of like, okay, I'm learning new notes, new beats, new rhythms. And I'm incorporating it into my drumming. I do the same thing with production. If I go so long without making a beat, I feel like, oh man, I gotta like freshen up and warm up type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Now there's certain ways to do these things. Like as a drummer, I listen to cadences, right? And my man Relief, when he was rapping, his cadence was too on. He had no pocket. You might as well have just been sat there with the metronome and just been like making notes with the metronome, because you could have just easily been a metronome yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, whenever you're doing music, when you're rapping, find your metronome within the beat, but don't become the metronome. You understand? That goes for every artist in here. Find your metronome. Don't become the metronome. Some of you guys become the metronome if you're like, I'm rapping like this because the beat just hit. I'm gonna do it like, you know what I'm saying? You're at that point, you're not an instrument inside the beat. You're not like you might as well become the hi-hat, or you might as well become the snare. Like, you need to feed off of those things. Like, use the snare to become like to find your rhythm. Use the hi-hat to find your rhythm, create a rhythm. But you need to be a completely whole other instrument in order for me to be able to listen and enjoy your record. If you're not doing that, my man, it's gonna sound too like you need to go back and just rethink things. You know what I'm saying? That being said, never mind the beat. The beat was in itself, that joint was dated, then dated. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just super dated, bro. He said she took the sticks away. She didn't take. No, my wife didn't take the sticks away. It's just like, I've literally been, you know, we got married. I haven't been like, I couldn't take my. So it's a sad story. I got not a sad story as in like I got married. So I got married, right? Great story, great thing. But I couldn't take my drum set. It was hard for me to take my drum set, you know, across the border. Like I had already everything that I could fit in a vehicle, and it was just hard for me to take it. It would have been a lot of money to ship it. It was just a lot. So that being said, I had to leave my drum set here. I left my drum set here and I filed for my residency in Canada. It took about 3 years for it to like really, for me to get all my permanent residency and everything. Within that 3 years, because of COVID and everything like that, my parents put my drum set into a storage that they had, and it got rotten up. It got eaten up pretty much. It sucks, yeah, because that was like, I put a lot of money into that drum set, and like, it just got ruined pretty much. I saw it the other day, and I was just like, I couldn't bear to be like, I don't want to look at it right now. So that's the only reason why I don't have a drum set. That being said, Relief. Just going back to you. I'm a drummer, so when I hear that type of stuff, it really, really annoys me. And as somebody who critiques music full time, I'm hearing this and I'm like, man, you have a good voice. Like, he had a Tadashi voice. Like, I don't know if y'all heard it, but I heard some Tadashi there, and I'm like, man, if only he had that flow though. Like, I want to hear some flow, not Tadashi's flow, but just a flow there. I felt like you did not have a flow. It felt like you were just really trying to tell your story, or tell your testimony, or whatever message you were trying to trying to get across. It felt like you were trying to do that, but it just wasn't lining up with everything else because of how your delivery was. It was very like robotic. You know what I'm saying? So you got to work on your pocket, finding your rhythm, and really finding your voice within records. Work on your creative writing. It felt like a lot of the writing that you heard, I've heard it before. A lot of like filler bars that I heard, just nothing really jumping out at me as like, oh my goodness, like this bar right here, he said this, he said that, like he killed it right here. Yeah, you got to work on that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, bro. Step up your production, find some more up-to-date production. I'm at like a 2 with this joint, unfortunately. You have a good voice, learn how to use it though. You know what I'm saying? Study a little bit more, my man, and come back and want to hear how you bounce back from that one. Shout out to you, Relief song, Where Did My Life Go? Guys, I gotta reset the live. Give me about 5 minutes. I gotta reset the live. So I'm gonna shut down everything and we're gonna come right back because I'm getting the whole thing. Hey, you need to get offline because it's copyright issues, blah blah blah. You know how Facebook and Instagram be doing that junk. Guys, submit your music right now. We still got a lot of spots available. I only got like 5 songs left. Go ahead and submit and get on the critique list. I will see you guys in just a minute. Go grab some popcorn, grab some snacks, some drinks and whatnot. Come right back. Tell everybody at Holy Smoke to come through here if they're already done. All right, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Come right back.